Hey, party people. It's D&D time. Oh, God. You may have missed us the last couple of weeks. We weren't able to stream 2 weeks ago because a couple of us were going to be out, and we weren't going to be able to stream last week because I forgot that I was working a music festival last week.
And we can't stream this week because...
And we can't stream this week because I don't want to, so...
I want to
see
kill
y'all next
myself.
Week. No, we're finishing them out today. We're finishing the season today.
Yay!
No matter how late we have to go, we don't.
What?
I'm not sure about Piper. But
We're all fucking
we're not
work
working
tomorrow, Jack. I don't give a fuck if you wake up early for the gym or not.
All right.
We're gonna finish.
I guess Jack and I will just die.
The pantry and the women's shelter I work for is funded by the Southern Baptist Association. If they could have, they would give me the whole week off.
Yeah. So,
yeah. Speaking of a whole week off, 4
I
day
don't plan
work
on
week,
us
hopefully?
going late. I don't plan on us going late, but it could happen. There's a few threads that need to be tied up still. So, last time, what happened?
I know we started heavily planning an assassination.
Planning an assassination.
Oh yeah! I went to go get an outfit commissioned.
Outfits, weapon upgrades, stuff like that. You got your paycheck from Jarrus. Was a decent chunk of change. Yeah, so you guys spent that and planned to assassinate a duke. So,
a dumb duke. Dumb duke.
God damn, I forgot how much money I have.
Yep, it's a lot.
Emmy also commissioned Jacques for, she was like, I need Hopper to have a more dressed down accessory of communication. And Jacques was like, the best I can do is an ascot. He was like, I don't sell bandanas, poor.
But yeah, the group spoke with Jarrus about having Baron Tazrin Ahmad assassinated.
More like Baron a slobbling on my knob.
Like Euros on the cob.
It took Emmy 3 seasons for the 2 brain cells to hit in her brain.
I'm imagining after that happened, she's like, I did it. Just collapsed.
AIDS plant.
Never says it out loud.
Yeah, I don't think too much else happened. Those were the 2 big things.
Yeah, not a whole lot. I mean, yeah, do you remember the plan that we came up with to...
We went through a couple, so...
I think we decided on one.
The roulette table, putting in whoever inherits Baron Ahmad's stuff.
To launder the money back to you.
Yeah. And then have a way, because they'll have to sell all their assets if they lose that house. So, and like I know his bodyguard has connections to Lady Luck.
Yes.
And we were also going to have someone to have someone look at his will so we can make sure we know who's getting it.
That's right. Yes, Jarrus sent Marn to go and speak to Lady Luck and potentially set up a meeting to hash out the details. So, you guys still have a couple of weeks left to plan until you get back to work. Don't do
Gonna break your camera.
That was perfect.
Honestly,
that was one frame.
It was so perfect that like I missed it. Like I think I blinked too long because I do that sometimes. So can you do it for the slower of us?
Yeah, of course.
Oh no. Oh.
Ah!
Yeah, it's good.
I can't wait. I can't wait to do that, and then my camera's just completely fucked.
Done.
You know what that
If
reminded
only.
me of?
Just burn the retina of the camera.
You know what that reminded me of? When I had to get my glasses, the guy, he, you know, they must pay him. They must pay him well, because he just was like, he literally sounded like the guy that like, what are you buying, guy? Because he was like, you here for the 4:30? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, okay, sit down and rest your forehead. And before I even had my ass to the stool, this man goes with air in my eye, and I'm like, ah! And he's like, gotcha. And then I'm like,
Your eyes work.
yeah, no. And then I'm like, oh, jeez. And he's like, all right, keep right there. I just have to grab something. And he turns and then gets my other eye, and I'm like, ah, like this in the chair. And he's like, got ya. You're in room 2. And I like stumble into the room with my eyeballs still rippling from the Nerf bullet of air that went into my eyes. That's what that felt like, Jack.
So back to where we were.
Yeah. So, you guys still have a couple weeks to plan. After until you go back to work, you have some leave here in town, here in Lindstrom, and
We're on PTO, baby.
yeah. After a couple of days, you get a sending message from Jairus, asking, essentially giving you directions and a time, like a time and a meeting place. It is in the Undercity.
Oh boy!
Oh boy!
At 11:30 p.m. And it guides you to a little tavern area, tavern brothel sort of part of town.
Here we go again.
It leads you back and around the side to essentially the back entrance. Is where you'll be there, and he gives you a code word.
Oh, please let it be funny.
The code word is sanguine.
Sanguine.
Sanguini.
And yeah, so if you guys want to jump straight to heading to that meeting, we can. Unless you have something you would like to do in the meantime.
No, I'd like to get this over with.
Cool.
Yeah, might as well.
So, you all head down to the Undercity. You see many people passing through. You know from your experience in the Undercity to keep your coin purses in your hands, well clutched.
Emmy looks at Hopper, who is holding his own bag of holding. She's like, I know this is your first time with a coin purse, Hopper, but you gotta. and he just, like a small chihuahua dressed in a too big sweater, just.
In my head canon, what Emmy told Hopper was, if anyone tries to take it, eat that bag. Just put it in your mouth.
Let them
We're
know
all gonna go.
Let them know what you're capable of.
Let them know what their final moments are going to be when you put that inside your mouth.
Yeah, she legitimately gave him that's my purse. I don't know you.
And he headbutts them in the genitals.
Yeah,
where
exactly.
his toxic oils just permanently disable them.
Right in the balls.
That's actually the way that Drac also kind of goes about this. He puts the coin purse closer to his front and just kind of leaves it open, not really just kind of leaving it, almost daring people to try to go for it.
Kelfor wants to steal some.
You do see some people like looking your way and then just like hulking like horns and like 5 different weapons on your back, and they're like,
I need to get the initials.
Not pulling the pin on that grenade.
I need to get
Bamf
put on there.
You know, people are always like, "Oh, your character has an animal familiar. How wonderful in battle. How complex your fighting strategy must be." And I said, the last battle he was in.
Those people clearly don't play 5e.
The last battle we were in, I licked his tummy and slapped him to a bookcase and then ran. And he was just like, "I'll hang out here."
One of the more useful animal companions in 5e.
I can't wait for one of the battle maneuvers is literally grabbing Hopper and say, "Here, catch," throw it at someone.
That's the thing, is he definitely would be like, the fastest he would speak would be like, "Wait, what?" And then he's just like, not effective long term, but in the short term, it feels like a sticky hand, right?
One of those just.
I wish I had something that would make him come back to me, but I haven't figured out how to do that.
He
does returning
magnets.
Emmy, I did get this chain ordered for my hammer. Sure. Maybe you could do that for Hopper.
Don't put a chain on Hopper like that.
Well, when Emmy was a baby, she experimented with many different designs, and Hopper had one for her when she was a baby, but Emmy outgrew that one. So she was like, "What if I put you in the baby Bjorn?"
Yeah, Hopper used to have a Bjorn, and he'd just keep her on her back, on his back like a mother possum.
I would love to commission a different artist for a bunch of baby photos of Emmy, but the amount of effort I would have to justify and explain what's wrong with her and what's happening. Oh, God. What am I, made of money?
So, you guys find the alleyway leading to the back door you were led to. And upon walking back to the alley, just near the door, you feel as if you've walked through something real quick. And as you look around, you notice that all of the noise of the crowd is gone. And as you turn and look, the street behind you is empty.
Guys!
All right, magic,
Emmy
guys.
and Kelfor both go and like point at each other.
Magic.
So wait, where are we exactly?
You're in an alleyway in the Undercity, and as you're walking to the door that you were instructed to go to, you feel sort of this magic wave go through you as you walk by, and as you go past, all of the crowd noise around you is silenced, and as you look back to the street, no one is there. It's an empty street.
Have I experienced this before?
Make a history check with advantage.
I got a 23 on Arcana.
Man, 13.
13.
I don't have any positive history.
You don't know the details of it. You have experienced something like this before, it is usually not preceded or followed by anything good.
I immediately tell everyone, it'd be good to go back to back right now. So we like make a circle where we all can see.
Ivanov?
My back is significantly smaller than literally everybody's back. Someone is going to be at a disadvantage.
Hey,
Ivanov,
let me
you
get in the center.
recognize...
Hey.
Put the baby in the middle.
I'll compensate as I just.
Ivanov, you recognize this as you kind of look around. You see, well hidden, a small glyph, and you see etchings on it that is essentially creating a barrier of silence as well as a hallucinatory terrain. So, likely on your end, or from the outside looking in, you guys just walked straight into a wall.
What's up, buddy? Do you see something?
There's a glyph. We've been. Is it silencing us, or is it just silent around where we are?
It is creating a bubble of silence, but within you can speak.
Okay, it is not silencing us, but no one can hear us, and whatever we say can't get out. You can speak, you know.
Damn.
And to the outside world, it looked like we just went into a wall.
I hate that.
Like,
So this is
like
either
road,
so we are either being in a highwayman situation, or this is where we're supposed to meet our meetup point.
I just
Amy doesn't understand the highwayman reference, so she would be like,
You go learn when you're older.
I'm the highwayman.
Amy,
Not good people.
When Piper hears highwayman, she also doesn't get that reference, so she thinks, I was a highwayman. Of course I did abide. I know that's not what you mean.
Something similar would be like the people who took Emmy in the beginning. I mean, I don't know. Like
They were technically highwaymen.
Bandits, blah blah blah.
Just straight up.
That's what that means.
Nah, the well.
Well, not exactly. Highwaymen are like more so.
Highwaymen
like
wait on
bandits.
well-traveled paths to rob people.
It's like Skyrim.
I thought highwayman was a term for like blue collar, like hard back laborious labor.
No, complete opposite.
One part of that. Then why did Willie Nelson call that song Highwayman?
Because he was a highwayman.
Yeah, he was a thief. He was a bad person.
No, because in the song
he was an outlaw loose and running.
Well, one of the guys, he was a dam builder.
That wasn't a highway. That wasn't a highwayman. Also,
It's a more British term.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen
you a highwayman
Over the Garden Wall, there's
you a highwayman,
all
bro.
about it.
So let's say at least it's not a lollipop lady.
Are there British people canonically in this universe, Matt?
I hope no.
I
mean, not from Britain, but there are people with British accents.
I technically, canonically have a British accent. I just can't. Me, the player, can't maintain it to save my life.
Emmy would. These people get shot, for my text.
my father.
Oi, bruv, you stupid.
My mum.
I'm imagining.
Hey, your mum, yeah.
I'm imagining all of us in the circle are just making fun of British people.
Your mum, yeah.
My name's Jack, and I don't look back.
So anyway,
I'm a wizard.
Fucking man.
As you go through, or as you look around, down this alley, there are a few doors. One of which has a lantern hanging outside of it that has a purple glow to it.
Sanguine.
I can't wait to walk in there and be like, "Oi, stranger, What you buying?
So yeah, I think that's where we're supposed to go.
All right,
What kind of-
everyone.
Can we tell what business it is? Is it a business, a residence?
It doesn't have a sign or anything.
So we can assume it's a residence.
Probably, maybe.
Of some sort.
At the very least, they're not very good at marketing. Okay.
They don't want to be found.
Emmy takes Hopper's hand, smacking it against the door.
You guys see a little thing in the door open.
Is it Emmy? Yeah, if it's Emmy's eye
Glad you
level.
saw that. They just open it.
Would be to, but I know it's not her eye level.
And on the other side, you see darker tan skin, almost ashen, blackish hair, through and completely black eyes.
Oh.
And she just sits there for a second, and then, what is the color of life?
Sanguine.
Welcome home. And she closes the thing, and then you hear click, click, tick, tick,
I'm expecting a gunshot along the way.
Welcome home.
I was expecting like a, and then like a, in a gunshot.
By the way, I'm not gonna use my accent because it's gonna like pin me down pretty quick. So,
Probably for the best.
I'm gonna go with that southern draw.
After
just speak like your cousin.
My name's Gogos.
My name is Gogos.
After a few seconds of unlocking behind the door opens, and you see this woman. The woman that was on the other side, wearing black and gray leathers, her hood up, and two horns peeking out from the hood. And says, "Come on in." And if you would like, you can make an insight check on it.
Sure.
Is this a shoes on or shoes off household?
Up to you.
I will at least make my shoes are clean.
Yeah, no,
I don't
yeah.
have shoes.
Amy's gonna like pry her nice Mary Janes off and then flip by the door and be like, "There we go."
I just want me and Drac to fist bump each other as we see them taking off shoes like weak.
This is a no weapons location, though. So.
Oh.
I don't mean.
Oh,
I think is my weapon still being worked out?
I would say sure. If you wanted to. Yeah.
I would say probably it's still being worked on, so I don't even have anything.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead.
My hammer's
gun 1, gun 2, gun 3, gun 4.
Oh wait, I actually do have a gun. Here you go.
Telfor's gun that's being held in his tail constantly.
You do see like 6 daggers come out of nowhere and just.
Amy,
I still have a flintlock from the very first episode.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Amy's gonna be like, and then she's gonna go over to like some form of table and pick up Hopper and be like, "Ready?" And he's like, "Ready for what?" And she shakes him out. So she's got her pizza cutter, she's got, oh god, I've got so many. I've got a lot of shit in my bag.
Got a bunch of stuff.
I do keep an eye out, and like I pull out my thermite charge, and I say, "Don't touch this one. This one is very dangerous."
I know what that is.
God, I forgot you have that.
Here's my scroll of fear. Here's my wind-up
How is
dagger.
it that in 3 separate campaigns that I've run, Jack has ended up
Because he knows what he does! He knows what he does!
Here's my
I use it for only good occasions.
Here's my book of toad-oriented
That's not allowed.
damnation. It can be when in Emmy's hands. This is my potion of growth. This is my potion that gets rid of my shadow.
Hey, Emmy, I think you just needed to drop your scythe and your gun, honey.
Yeah, that's all you needed to do.
So I could keep my wind-up dagger?
Well, drop that.
Well, you could have if you didn't say anything.
Oh, sorry, Jack. I beefed it. And she just shakes him out and back. So there's like a pile of stuff.
God, going through TSA with you would be a nightmare.
Well, they'd be like, what's in your stomach? They'd be like, what's that? And we'd be like, what is that? Inside her own gut.
A smoothie.
Eggs.
A smoothie. I think all I have to give right now are javelins, because, I mean, I think my maul, is that being worked on currently, or is that done?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. Same time as Steph.
Another retcon, by the way, because I didn't bring this up and I was thinking about it. The haymaker would be in the shop as well, because I am going to do something to it.
Cool. Sounds good.
Quick clarifying question. How much money did we get from Jairus? Because for some reason my page didn't update.
It's like 40,000.
44,000?
40,000.
40. Okay.
The only reason I know that is because how much gold I have is 40,340 gold. So
I say 40,003, baby.
keeping it humble.
But as you do that, he's like, "All right, come on." And
all right.
She walks you through, and you see around as you're going through, it seems to be a smaller little closed off area. There are some doors that are closed, a few that are open. They seem to be living quarters. You pass by a little hookah bar that you see a couple women sitting around talking. And as
got a viral lung infection from one of those.
And as you reach the end, you come into this large, more circular chamber, adorned and draped with red velvet curtains and many luxury items, a bear pelt rug, and you see probably about 7 or 8 women all kind of sat around. And as you look around, I would say Kelfor, make an insight check with advantage.
Stop! That one just shot at me. I think it's a +6. 25.
You remember seeing similar rings on both Lacey and Marn's fingers. And looking around, you see many more of those rings surrounding you, including the woman who is guiding you.
Nice place you got here.
Thank you.
Yep.
And in the center of the room, reclined on a sort of chaise lounge, just talking and having a cigarette, you see this woman, magenta hair, very casual outfit, human, with an eye patch covering one of her eyes. And she kind of looks up, and Kelfor, you notice that she has no rings on.
Have I seen this person before, or seen descriptions?
I'll say another history with advantage.
Okay. I'm assuming I know what it is because if I hover over the image you sent, I do see the name.
Yeah.
But
Shada.
But I'm not letting Kelfor know. 17.
17. You have heard tale throughout the underworld of the spider with one eye, Lady Luck. And it seems that you are now standing in the web of the spider. As she sort of sits up. So, old Cheris said you had a job for me and my daughters.
All right, we do.
Not often you hear a tabaxi with that accent. Fun.
Can you describe the way this woman looks again for me, Matt?
If you look at the Matt D&D chat, I sent a picture.
Oh, you sent a picture. Okay.
Oh, speaking of which, the insight that we rolled earlier on the first person. Did we ever resolve that? I don't remember.
Yeah, those are rings, wasn't it?
It was the rings, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Never mind then.
Yeah. Says, huh. So who are you looking to have killed?
It involves a baron.
Mm.
Rhymes with a mod. Fuck.
Oh. Surprised we haven't gotten more hits for him. He's a dick.
Amen to that.
Fucker.
He's such a no.
We were hoping we could have something happen to him while we're in the town.
Absolutely. It makes sense that old Jerbear would send you my way. Not many could pull off assassination of a political figure in his home.
Yeah. It's easy to sneak around in his place. First time I met him, I was up in the rafters for most of the day without being seen.
Makes sense.
He thinks he's so above everyone else, he can't even look up sometimes.
I went to his home undercover once, seeing if I could get away with anything. I'm familiar with the place. So is there anything in particular you want to happen to him?
What is your I guess
What's your specialty? You got any specials?
what do you have on special?
Do you have any specials?
You got any you got any deals running?
What is on tap, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, all of my girls have their own specialty. Lacey prefers hanging. Amari prefers cutting throats.
Is there anyone that we can grab his horn and put it up his ass?
Possibly. That would cost extra.
What? Okay. Forget the
ass.
Yeah, forget the horn. Do you have anyone
We
that
could do
specializes?
impaling.
We'll put that on the back burner. And she points at Kelfor. Do you have anybody that specializes in painful poisons?
Of course. What kind of poison are you thinking?
I mean, something in the sense of non-flavorable. But see, cyanide isn't as painful as it's often portrayed. It doesn't burn. You just pass.
Are you looking for slow and
painful, foaming, big theatrics, rolling down the stairs, foaming, frothing?
So
I'm just looking at Emmy the entire time.
Yeah, I think everyone is just like.
You want him to be obviously poisoned, then?
I would personally prefer not to be obvious.
Now here's the thing. It doesn't necessarily have to be obvious that it's poison. Something can be mistaken commonly as rabies. We could say that the rabies, we could say seizure. And if your poison person's actually good for the money that we'll pay,
I assure you she is.
We could diverge it to being a seizure poison.
We can do seizure.
I might a brain aneurysm even. And she looks at Hopper and Hopper nods.
Brain aneurysm.
That's better. No.
Emmy's got like a whole vial of Hopper liquid. That would cause freezing.
I don't think that would kill someone though. It would just give them horrible digestion and possibly failure in the bowels for a couple days. That's what I expect.
Yeah, you know a lot about failure in the bowels.
I do. I was on a ship for a while.
Ninja dear, what kind of poisons do you have that might work for our regal friend? You see a drow woman lounged in one of the chairs around. All the favorites. I've got ricin, cyanide, natural poisons that will make it look like a heart attack, make it look like a seizure, anything you like.
Heart attack or seizure would be great, preferably. If it was cyanide, if I was wanting cyanide, and she kind of is instating a sense of camaraderie. She's like, if I want cyanide, I could just make it myself. Am I right? Like, trying to have a sense of camaraderie. But she is going to inquire how the poison artisan intends, but surely Ahmad has a poison taster. She would have to...
would be surprised.
Inject the poison while he sleeps as well. It's not going to be... Doesn't have to be tasted by only food or drink.
There are a million ways to poison a baron.
My favorite way is putting on the toilet paper roll whenever he uses the bathroom.
That's so fucking diabolical.
That's so good. Write that down. Write that down.
You don't know how many times I've had to use it before.
It's just a prank. That's what Amy's saying. It's just a prank.
Lady Luck speaks up and she says, so, suffering but untraceable.
But
that can be done. Do you want us to frame anyone for it in particular?
Oh. Is that included or is that an extra add-on purchase?
I feel like we don't really need to frame anyone else for this.
Not truthfully,
not the
because
butler.
No, actually,
no.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The butler is actually a really nice feller.
Speaking,
it's a shame, really, when you see that that good people work for a bad man, but when a bad man can afford to pay well, that's the issue we find.
We can genuinely vouch the people he has in his payroll are genuinely sweet people. We would not want to frame anyone in that house.
Wait a minute.
I've got names.
I actually
Drag just like casually slips her a sheet of paper of other contracts.
Yeah, no, he just slips her like a really folded up sheet of paper, but it just says The Archon.
In like crayon.
Yeah.
It's instead of
The Archon.
The Archon.
The
The Archon.
No, lady.
ORKN.
There's also like 5 different iterations where you see the crown get scratched out. Actually, instead of a person, would a group of individuals also be on the table?
Certainly.
What about the red scarves? They would be easy to frame because it'd be something they would do.
Fans of
That's-
making enemies in high places, huh?
Excellent thinking.
They've already made enemies.
An enemy to be made for sure. And because Emmy thinks that naturally Baron Ahmad's probably got a million people that hate his guts.
Well, I did hear through a reliable source that pirates will be making a little raid in the upper district.
Makes sense.
He could be caught in the crossfire.
I've always wanted
Wouldn't be
to
the
meet a pirate.
scarves, but pirates.
Emmy says out loud, I always wanted to meet a pirate while looking while looking like straight at the group of ladies and not looking at Kelfor. She's like sweating.
Galefor is still not said he's a pirate in any way. Everyone just looks at him like, that's a pirate.
Yeah, we know what's up.
We know.
I'm absolutely for certain Kelfor has in fact said Yarhar a fiddle-dee-dee. Being a pirate is alright with me. Do what you want as a pirate lives free. And then
You
Nebula
are a
said,
pirate.
you are a pirate.
We accidentally, whenever we sleep, we do like some chants, some fucking shanties when we sleep.
Yeah, not to
Kelfor goes,
mention
Constantly.
contacting your also pirate cousin.
But I think a pirate would be great, especially if they're doing a raid up there soon. If you don't mind me asking, what group of pirates is aiming for it? Is it the fiddlebacks?
The what?
What?
They're mostly in the eastern seas at the moment. So.
Fiddlebacks.
What do I gotta do to get on the fiddlebacks?
I know it sounds funny, but they're the scourges of the sea.
Oh, ma'am, I don't doubt it. That's why I want
That's why I want to be there.
That's why I want their name on my jersey.
Man,
How
you got
horrifying do you see the life of a man's eyes drained as he just says, the fiddlebacks?
They're here!
They're here!
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
know
lie.
why. Yeah, what?
I'm just glad you guys went with that dumbass name I randomly came up with.
Well, it's also just one of those things where she got really defensive. Is she part of the Fiddlebacks? What's the deal here?
They're a great client.
They're worth the money.
They're worth their
Can
salt.
Emmy send a telepathic message?
Yeah.
She's gonna send it to Ivanov. Be like, do you think there's an age limit for like a resume to a place like this?
No.
What are child labor laws in this world? Are there any child labor laws in this world?
No.
Yes, some. In Lindstrom there are.
Yeah.
We don't let people who are single digit age work. 11
Great
or
news.
higher.
Emmy's 12.
Yeah. So Ivanov, I would imagine, sends Emmy back. No, I'm pretty sure there's child labor laws, and Emmy's like, "Hold on, I'll ask." And turns to be like, "What's your opinion on child labor? Do you have a waiting list for resumes? I have a long resume. I'm just thinking about my prospective future, ma'am."
I'm not gonna bring it up, James, but that would be really funny.
We take references. I mean, you work with Jairus. Wouldn't be bad having a child assassin. I mean, no one would suspect you.
Oh, but one day I will not be a child. And where does my novelty lie?
Well, then you'd fit in with the rest of us.
Guys, should we be concerned about Emmy?
Nah, I've been down that path
Listen,
before,
Ivanov.
and that turned out great.
Listen, Ivanov, I don't have as many prospects as you. I don't have money to go to fancy wizard school. And Emmy takes out a sheet of paper and writes down her contact information.
I could probably get you in.
Kelfor does put a hand on the fucking thing, on your fucking hand, like, we should talk about this whenever we're not trying to hire them to murder somebody. Yeah, all right.
It's a great time to talk about hiring.
Well, we'll get back to that.
Yeah,
to answer your question,
it is not the Fiddlebacks, I'm assuming.
It is the captains of the Charlatan and old Blackmane's new crew under the Curious Sun. And
under the what sun?
The Curious Sun. Kelfor, you were passingly familiar with the Charlatans. They were in the Lucent Sea around where you were. Never crossed direct path, but they're formidable. But the Curious Sun was a legendary pirate ship, led by Blackmane was his title. Welver Merton was his real name.
Blackmane? Like
Blackmane. M-A-N-E.
Gappy.
He was a legendary pirate, like basically the Blackbeard of his time, which was also your time. About 8 years ago, he was finally cornered by the Navy and executed. And it was believed that his crew disbanded, but then his first mate, Luna Hastings, took over as captain.
Luna Hastings?
Luna Hastings. And she is now the captain of it. What's up, James?
Hold on.
I'm just typing out some diggly-doos.
Yeah.
It's
they're the ones running the raid.
That makes sense. I'm really surprised Luna's making a big raid already, but you know, I guess it is time since she's took over.
It's been about 5 years since she's taken over the helm, so
gotta get their name back out there, I guess.
Earning their name back, and I think this is one of their big pulls, and old Vossler is just hitching his horse to that wagon.
Makes sense. Is Vossler the captain of the Charlatans?
Yes. Everett Vossler.
What was that name?
Everett Vossler.
I put Foster.
Vossler. He's the captain of the Charlatan. Everett.
I know.
A-V-E-R-E-T-T.
I know.
Wait, spelled what? I'm gonna be pissed.
A-V-E-R-E-T-T. Luna Hastings, spelled how you would think it's spelled.
Thank fucking God.
Yeah. And the Charlatans, known for their brutality, I don't think it would be too surprising if a loudmouth baron with a lot to prove was caught up in their raid.
Do you necessarily think it a fitting form of killing for barbarian-like pirates to kill with poison.
I mean, at that point, if there is a raid
True
happening, he should just have his intestines ripped around his throat and hung.
We can do brutal.
I mean, that's
We can do intestinal hangings.
I've seen it a lot.
It just doesn't seem to suffice it to think that a traditional raid, at least from what I'm familiar in raids, which what do I know? I grew up in a bog. It's not traditional. It takes too much time and too much eloquence to poison a man.
If anything,
True
he could
enough.
be cut by a blade that has poison on it. So,
Also true.
anyways, I feel like we don't. I'm sorry to ask so many questions, by the way.
By all means.
When is this raid happening? Because we are hoping this happens relatively soon this week.
I believe they're planning it for sometime next week.
Sometime next week, all right.
And you guys will still be in town for that.
All right. And with this raid, again, apologies. Are they just aiming to take stuff, or are they also aiming to take certain lives?
I believe it's a plunder mission, but if I pass along that to Miss Hastings and Mr. Vossler, that the Ahmad Manor will be empty at the time, then they could raid it, make it look like trample over the crime scene. Nothing different.
Okay. That gives us another.
Not like they could get into that fun little safe that he's got.
I attempted. Didn't go well.
Trust me, I've tried to.
That does sound like it'd be good happenstance if we make it look like he died from a pirate raid, or dies before and a pirate raid happens and he loses all of his wealth. Well, I don't want to be the only one.
Where it just happens before. Also, if there's anyone you want out of there, you should.
Trust me, I was going to. There's actually a decent bit of people we would like to not get.
Very well.
To pass that message on to.
We can arrange that.
Honestly, appreciate the information for that. This southern voice is killing me. Any of you guys have any of you guys have a preferred method? I personally think it'll be fine for him to just get poisoned and then the raid happens to his manor.
Yeah, I mean, I've not really done this before, so I think we'll be fine.
I remember my first poisoning plot.
What?
You know, I keep learning things about Unity that really
That's
I didn't know.
That's the whole thing about the journey of friendship. Game. So, can we expect your poison specialist to be on this particularly, or
If
are
you
multi?
still want poisoning.
Yeah. So not everybody is trained in poisoning. You've just got a poison professional.
We have our own. Well, everyone knows how to poison, knows how to slip a cyanide or an arsenic or a ricin in, but if you want it expertly done, we'd have her do it. If you're looking for more general means, make it look more like a pirate did it, we'd have someone else.
The one thing, and I'll go ahead and bring this up to you since you've been so forthcoming with us, is one of our plans after Baron Amand was dispatched. It's actually the person who inherits his wealth. We were going to actually have them go to the casino.
A laundering scheme.
So my question is about that.
She gets it.
grab the will and testament on the way out.
Grab the will and testament so we can find out who it is. And also, hopefully, we'll be able to get the person who inherits the wealth, who can still get the wealth, to go at that table. And then slowly have all the funds transferred over to a certain acquaintance we both have.
I'm sure Jairus would be down to make a deal on that.
We're more not where your morals lie. We seek to free someone and to take away an evil man. Nothing more.
And sadly, that person is part of his
Property.
You know.
Let's see.
Which we cannot abide.
No, ma'am.
Understandable.
Especially not with the horrid way he treats her.
Yeah.
Women's rights. And Emmy looks at Ares and Nevia and does like a
Her
Women!
story. Her story.
women.
Darling, if it's okay, we prefer women's wrongs in this house.
Emmy starts beating on the floor like Donkey Kong.
Jairus has some good connections.
It's a wonderful community that he's built. Really,
It's about who you know.
he's really made this house a home.
I think I can agree.
It's, lucky happenstance that I became acquainted with Jairus. It's a funny story.
Was it during high school prom?
No, I was hired to kill him.
That actually, no, that checks out.
That actually tracks a
Makes
lot
a
now
lot
that
of
I'm thinking
sense.
about it.
Honestly,
Did you kill him?
I was tempted myself.
How the tables have turned.
We had our squabbles and came to an understanding after she taps her eye patch.
Oh,
sense.
yeah.
What did he do? What did he do with the eye? Why did he need it? Was
You
it?
want to see?
Yes.
She lifts up her eye patch, and Ivanov, you are all too familiar with it. You see, it looks like a scorching ray almost, or some kind of concentrated fire burned out her entire eye socket.
Emmy.
See just a hollow pit going all the way back to the orbital floor. She...
Emmy has no discernible deception went on her face, readable nor intentional as me as a player. And Emmy's like, "You are a vision." It's just the most like Gomez Adam to Morticia. Just Athena marvels at your door.
But after that misunderstanding, we became good friends. I even left one of my daughters in his care.
Oh. Everyone on the whole party goes, oh. Very nice. Very nice woman.
Emmy didn't make the same
You don't
connection
have to
that
lie,
you all
but-
did.
Very funny woman, if I can say.
I'm gonna say I
She
like
does
her
have a good
attitude.
sense of humor.
I really like her
Wait.
attitude.
What? Who?
Marn.
Hello?
Umar.
Jairus' bodyguard.
Oh, the very pretty lady.
Yeah, so her.
The one that you went auga to.
Piper did. Piper went ooga. Emmy doesn't really. Everybody's pretty. Everybody's pretty to Emmy. She is not attracted to anybody, but she thinks everybody is pretty.
Ooh, is Emmy gonna take some Jack lore? Is Emmy asexual?
It's so funny that you say that because somebody called me out the other day.
There's
They're like,
Marn.
"You have only 2 D&D characters, and both of them are asexual / aromantic leaning. What does
Look,
that mean?"
It's not even that. It's just
You're
more
just
so
like
that's
Luffy.
not always like the most comfortable topic to like cover in D&D.
Yep.
Most people play it for
Sometimes just not
reasons
important for
outside
your
of that. Also that.
I sent a picture of Marn in the Matt D&D chat.
Oh, God.
Jinx looking ass.
I still need to see that.
Yeah.
It's not a bad show.
I've heard it's
I refuse to watch it on principle.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
man,
not
brother.
getting sucked up in League
It's
of Legends.
gorgeous. The animators did an amazing job. League of Legends.
I can't support League of Legends.
I can't wait for one of us to be like, yeah, funny how I met Jairus as well. We played League of Legends together, and she just gets the gun out. I just did the world a service.
Death.
I've got another stop. I didn't know Jairus stooped so low.
But Neelix says, I think for our purposes, we want in and out an infiltration job and a rescue job of these people you want saved. Alvirni. And you see over on the other side of the room, you see a woman. Anyone who would like to make a nature check. She's a bit of an interesting race.
Holy shit, 19 nature.
I think this is one Emmy might know too.
17.
19.
What is it for, Matt?
History.
Oh,
I'd say
wait.
you could do it with advantage, honestly.
I thought you
I thought it
said
was
nature.
nature.
Oh, nature. Yeah, that's what I meant.
With advantage for Emmy?
Yeah.
Yeah. You get
I never-
16 and 19, you said?
Yeah.
I got a
Or
17.
17.
17 and 19. Cool.
Hey, Matt.
Hey.
Enemy
He still
flashbang.
haunts my dreams.
20.
20. Okay.
Let's go.
Natural or modified?
Modified.
Okay. Ivanoth, you have
It had been
read.
nature. God, I would have fucking blew it out of the water, but it was nature.
You could do history if you wanted, if you just wanted to add that.
24!
Okay. Ivanoth, you have read about this race, a very rare race. Don't see them very often. Kelfor, you for a short time sailed with someone of this race.
Is it a dryad?
No, a very cryptic man that you once sailed with. Never learned his name. Emmy, and all of you. Emmy, you read about these in your history books. They are a race closely connected with Byra. They are often seen as harbingers of death. All three of you recognize the race as Shadar Kai.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
Yeah. The Pale Elves.
Yeah.
God, I wish that were me.
I was fully expecting a changeling.
Emmy kind of looks like a Shadar Kai.
a
Now, you've
little
already
bit.
met a changeling.
True.
Let's see.
It'd be sick if Emmy's parents had this, like, deep-seated lore on what they look like, but... I'm just a freak.
Kelfor, this is the guy you sailed with would have looked pretty similar to this guy.
Yeah, he was cryptic as shit. He went over fucking like a haiku whenever he just used the bathroom. It was weird.
Oddly poetic, that man.
I lost a part of me. I lost a part of myself in that room, but a part of it kept.
But I kept the most important part.
You could just say you shit, man.
God damn it.
Yeah. You see this woman, who Lady Luck referred to as Alvirni, she perks up. She says, "You've heard the request. You want this one?" She says, "Making something look like pirates did it." Very well. Well, that settles it. What were the names of the people you wanted rescued, by the way?
So my question is about that. Are you, Avirni, sorry to bother you. Um, are you just assassinating Ahmad? Because my plan was to, after Ahmad's gone, go up to the mansion just to talk to everyone we want and say, hey, you're really cool. You shouldn't be in this mansion tomorrow.
I don't think that would be a good idea.
Don't come to school tomorrow.
That's the same vibe as saying don't come.
I think you should take the day off.
Well, we can also, like, is there a way how you're going to notify them, I guess?
Says, "I'll take care of the job."
All right.
And then
We
on my
truly
way
only
out,
seek for
I'll
Ahmad to die.
bring them with me. We'll escape in cover of the raid.
All right.
Okay.
Well, anyone here has a list of Baron Ahmad's workers?
Oh, Monsieur Jock. He is the tailor for the palace.
Not so much, gentlemen.
Better
Bertram.
hand.
And an
Very
awesome merchant.
Bertram.
An awesome
There.
awesomer.
Bertram is the butler.
Very well.
He's about the age that you would expect a humanoid to retire traditionally.
I'd say it's about time he retired then, don't you?
Oh, 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 oh,
I
It's
hope not.
awkward.
oh.
I'm trying to find out. Would you mind if we checked something up on that side? Contact someone.
So,
We can just kind of clarify. Which
Yeah,
one of
man.
you two have sending?
I can.
Ivanov does.
Yeah, I do.
I can walk to whoever you want to talk to.
I can
we're-
send my fucking legs.
I feel like Senor Jacques or Bertram would be a good person to find out. Kind of because we really only want a mod gone, and I don't know how many people work at work. What day are you aiming for, by the way?
Let's see. I believe the raid is happening on a Sunday.
The Sabbath. That's good. That's a good day to do it.
The Sabbath is Saturday.
Not in this world, baby.
In this world, baby.
Instead of the Sabbath, it's the Sabbath. The Sabbath.
The Subathon.
Sunday's Toyotathon. Thank you. If you can just reach out to Bertram to see who would be at the mansion on Sunday.
Gotcha.
And more in a sense, I guess you can frame it as we're thinking about coming over and talk to the Senior Jacques or drop something off for him. Sorry. Something akin to that, so we can get the names of the people we don't want to die, which is everyone except Ahmad.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we could just say that.
If you want it to look like pirates did it, I think there will have to be a couple of extra bodies, but
I mean,
the pirates can take care of that.
Hmm. I mean, I'm personally fine if it just looks like poison, or not looks like, but just looks like a stroke or something. Like someone broke his window and went, and had a heart attack, I guess.
Might be a hard sell for 30-something tiefling, but it could happen.
Too much salt. Yeah.
He's probably a diabetic. Make the blood sugar drop.
I mean, I honestly don't remember anyone else working outside of those three.
I mean, there's definitely other maids and stuff.
There's maids, there's other butlers, and there's some bodyguards.
Wouldn't it just be great if we could just kill a bunch of his asshole buddies? Like if he was having a jerkwad slumber party.
Like a jerk sesh.
Yeah.
I guess that would be another way we could take it. It's just all the rich people die.
That would be pretty expensive.
Very expensive, actually. I'm personally fine with just it being poison and it seemed like a brain aneurysm or a seizure. And then I hope you're okay with us just notifying the mansion, being like, hey. Or I guess they won't even be at the mansion when it's raided, since they don't have to work there any longer.
Yeah. Alvirni will enter, take care of business, and then leave all within an hour or so of the raid happening, so...
Alright.
Okay.
I just don't want anyone else to die for this, this fucker.
Unless they deserve it.
Sometimes casualties are unavoidable.
I know.
Their blood's not on your hands, they're on the pirates.
I don't like... Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Hey.
No, I want the blood on my hands.
It was me.
Let me think back on that. You know what? I'd rather it be on my hands.
Give me the poison. I got
You don't
this.
steal my kills.
We just see Drac run inside, grab Baron Ahmad, shove the poison in his mouth like the acid.
Yeah.
God. Is there anything else you guys would like to bring up?
Not that I can think of. I
can't think of anything either.
How is your day going, by the way?
My day?
Yeah.
I'm having a lovely day.
That's
a couple of deaths here and there. I've just been having a lovely, relaxing day.
Cool.
You asked this question.
Alright.
Yeah, you did ask the question. Go on. Keep the conversation going.
Hey?
Yeah.
Oh.
By the way, that is what Alvirni looks like.
I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Baldur's Gate 3?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's my Dark Urge character.
Nice.
Still gotta go through my play on
I
it.
need to finish the game. I got dragged away halfway through Act 3.
I'm currently going through Dragon's Dogma 2 right now, and let me tell you, being a warrior and hitting something really hard is very satisfying. Alright, yeah, I think that's, I guess at this point, it's all about payment. I guess, with you guys being there, I guess you don't want to steal anything because it'll look like a robbery. Never mind. Shit.
Well,
We
pirates.
may grab a few things on the way out.
I mean, pirates are going to be there anyway, so
May as well.
may as well. How much is this going to cost us?
Well, your benefactor was kind enough to offer to cover half, so
It's like
your
insurance.
half would
50%
be
of my copay.
your half would be 20,000.
I think we can all cover that collectively.
I think we should be able to, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. If we all put 5,000 in, I'd cover it.
Yeah, fine with me.
Yeah.
Are you all okay putting money for killing somebody? You guys have a moral stance against it, I guess.
But you wait for that.
We're literally working for the man who put us in a position where that's our job.
True. But, I like getting personal with it.
If you think about it too much, it'll drive you fucking crazy.
And even then, just enjoy it.
True.
Simply enjoy murder.
At this point, fuck Baron Ahmad. I don't give a fuck about this man.
I'll give my 5,000 up.
Yes, I will as well.
Emmy
I'll do the same.
Emmy has already given her 5,000. It was already on the table.
Emmy already knew what the price was. She literally leaned over. What's the price? Okay, cool.
That's a steal. At that point, we're making money.
Actually,
depending on the will, you could be.
So, plan is kill a mod, get out within an hour before the raid, come back. We get to look at the will, see what's on there, and then I guess the will's gonna have to end up back someplace. Or is there any way you can duplicate the will so we can just kind of view it or get the information? All right.
All right. You have the day. I have my money. It will be done.
All right.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Is there anywhere in particular we should take the refugees?
I think I know a place.
The casino!
I thought you were going to say the Coliseum.
The Euro shop. The Euro shop. Gonna go get euros.
Yes,
Hey.
it runs the Underground Railroad.
We just go, this is really good, man. And then we just hear people dying.
Oh my god.
Dinner.
Falafel?
Dinner and a show.
Why does it taste like pennies?
Oh, you got some
you
blood
don't know.
on
You
that,
do not want. You don't want to know where that came from.
Don't ask too many questions, dumbass.
Yeah. Says, well, we can have them do a couple laps to get their trail clean, and then we could bring them to Jairus.
I would say the casino's a good plus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very well.
All right.
Well, it's a deal then. And she stretches her hand, takes Calfor's and shakes it. It will be done. She reclines back. Oh, don't forget to pick up your weapons on the way out.
Oh, yeah.
You were just gonna forget about all 6. You were about to forget about all 13 of your guns, weren't you?
Listen, I have more at home.
It's called a gun vault for a reason.
It's called right to bear arms for a reason. And I'm bearing 30.
Alright, gang.
All right.
All right. Well,
I love assassinations. We should do this more often. This is a great family experience.
I don't know. It's taken.
It's gonna run our wallet dry if we rely on this.
We'll do it every other payday.
As a treat.
Oh my god.
One political assassination per payday.
As a treat. I suppose we should head home then.
Yeah, I guess.
Amari, if you could show your father's compatriots out. Yep, come on. And the
Oh wait, are you? Is Jairus your father? Did we know that already?
He's got like 12.
she
Jairus?
the woman
Jairus
who
looks-
led you in.
He's got more descendants.
She
on.
she's walking you out, and you guys are all getting your weapons and equipment back. Says, I didn't mention it, but yeah, that's my old man.
I hate to. I just have to know. Are you on the side of hating your father or loving your father? Because I know there's usually just two sides of it.
We're chill.
All right.
Get to see him whenever he comes by for a job, so he always brings me some flowers or something like that, so better terms with him than him and Justine are.
Is that the fleet one? The one of the rear admiral?
The very same.
Yeah, she tried to threaten me before. It was interesting.
To be fair,
That's not surprising.
You kind of ask for it sometimes.
I do.
Yeah, you're that kind of person that just asks to be threatened. That's what you would do.
I am gonna stop that accent though, because my throat is hurting.
Yeah. She's not on great terms with Dad or Mom, so we haven't talked in a bit.
Again, if I'm getting too persuasive or
Too personal.
too personal, let me know. Do you all have the same mother?
No. Of
Alright.
the six daughters, 5 moms.
Mm.
Only the first 2 are the same. Depending on where you've gone for work, you may have met my mom already.
It's entirely like.
Miss Arena, she runs things down in the red light district in the
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we've met her.
Yep.
goes by Lust.
Yeah.
Yeah. She and Dad are close friends.
Well, at least it broke off amicably.
He's usually pretty good about that.
Sounds like it.
Keeps up with his exes. Pays alimonies.
Sounds like it. Yeah, with all... I will say, surprising he has that much money, yeah.
He does run the biggest casino in the city. In the country, actually.
In an entire
Hey Adam, can you
guild.
say that louder?
Huh?
Say you love me again.
I love you so much.
Wow.
Now you're just being desperate.
Yeah.
Men loving men. Love to see
Men
it.
loving men. No, I'm kidding.
Love a man. Be a man.
Love men.
Kiss your friends. Be a man.
Just be a man.
Grow old and die of a heart attack. Be a man.
Hey, this guy right here.
So anyway,
Well,
I'm having chest pains.
It is very nice to meet you. And hopefully when we meet each other again, death might not be on the table, but most likely will be.
In this line of work, it's both of our lines of work. That's pretty common, so I wouldn't count on it.
Yeah. By the way, you should try the Yoro shop. It's really good.
Yeah.
Oh, we're regular customers.
You guys got to own booth. This is not Lady Luck.
Calfor, at this
Assassins.
point, who doesn't in this city know who that man is?
He's thinking
You'd
of
be
turning it
surprised.
into a chain.
He absolutely should. At the very least, get 3 good stops on each side of the city.
He gets it set up like a summon circle.
He does his own summoning circle.
It's a summoning Euro.
The last magic wasn't animancy. It was euros. You fucking idiot.
It was Euromancy.
I would beat the shit out of Matt if he made Joseph a villain.
That'd be really funny.
Don't
do
you
it.
go in there, I'll kill
Oh
you.
no. I would not be okay with that.
Yeah,
Alright.
you guys get your stuff and head out.
Alright.
And over the next week, it's you guys just get a chance to chill, explore the city a bit more, hang out with some people. You go and visit Hiram's ramen shop. And of course Joseph.
Every day.
A lunch, and then Hiram for dinner.
Yeah, double up, man. I'm not resting until I get everything on their menu.
Yeah,
We're just eating at this shop and just like, man, I'm gonna miss this place after tomorrow. What does that mean?
Don't worry about it.
But yeah, you all get your weapons back from the shops.
Yes.
I believe Drac and Ivanov already paid. We can discuss with Jax later on. But yeah, and before you know it, the day's here. Sunday comes around, and
Did we get our stuff from Jacques yet, though?
yes, you did.
Okay.
That did come in the mail.
I do make sure to get him his payment back.
And then a little note. Hey man, don't
Don't
be
come
at
to work
work.
tomorrow.
You're cool, man. Don't come to work tomorrow.
But yeah, the day comes and passes quietly. You guys stay the night at HQ, and late at night, probably 1 or 2 a.m. Each of you get a message from Jairus. Hey, you all have some visitors here.
Alrighty, let's go.
I go
downstairs.
ahead and grab all the Euro party pack I bought before this happened for the refugees. Like we're gonna make sure they get treated right.
Yeah.
I think before I end up heading downstairs, I do get in the full kit and caboodle of my new outfit and like
Oh yeah.
do up my hair really nicely.
Mm-hmm. Make yourself presentable.
Sure.
You know, Ivanov, if someone suffered from like epilepsy, I feel like just seeing you is a danger. Because your hair is fucking RGB.
It's slow.
Okay, if it's slow.
Yeah, it's
I'm
not.
imagining-
It's not like it's flashing lights.
It's not a rave.
Yeah, it's not a rave. I dress like a raver, but
Yeah, you all head out into the main bar, and you see Alvirni there, and behind her, you see Bertram looking confused. Rhyme quietly just looking around, and Jacques having started a conversation with Alvirni on their walk over.
I brought a party pack.
Discussing things. He says, "Oh, thank you for delivering us. You're too kind." And then he walks over and he says, "Oh, is that the arrows I smell? Come, come."
Let's get some grub.
Well, hey.
And all of you sit down, and Jacques opens up a euro. He says, "You know, the funniest thing happened. All of us happen to be looking for new employment as of tonight. Are there any openings around here?"
Immediately look at Jairus.
Yes,
Taylor?
we can arrange some rooms.
Amy, did you just make fun of me?
Jairus, as a good
Jairus.
friend and associate to dear Jacques, I think my attire can tell all.
That is a dashing suit.
Thank you so much, sir.
Very well. I may have a few commissions for you myself. Oh, with a beautiful frame such as yours. Look at your shoulders, my goodness.
I immediately messaged Kelfor. I'm like, they are so going to fuck. There's no way in hell those two are not.
Daughter number 7's on the way.
I immediately hold up. I immediately like show you a quick little snippet of my fucking fan fiction that I was already writing. I was like, I knew this was gonna happen.
Beautiful.
Oh the moment they got in the same room, it was done.
I felt it immediately as soon as they locked eyes.
Because, well, we've got a Taylor. What about the others?
Well,
Bertram
Bertram.
says, well, I'm happy to clean up around the place. I'm quite good at tidying. That's the unique specialty of mine.
He was but so close to retiring. Can I just pay for him to live? And she hugs on to Bertram. How much do you need? I have 30,000 gold.
And Jerry says, not to worry, we'll get you all squared away. If there's anywhere you'd like to retire to, we can organize that for you, but you're welcome to stay here in the meantime. And so, you're all too kind, really. And Rhyme is just quietly kind of looking around. What about you, man? And just, I'm not sure. He says, well, first things first. He gently sets his hand out. May I? And she kind of sets her hand in his, and then with his other hand, he waves some magic, and her wrist irons are opened and fall to the ground at her feet.
Nice.
Oh, well. I think it's safe to say you're free to go. Jesus. I don't really know where to go. Could I?
We have an incredible house of ladies that could perhaps teach her the way.
Or
What do you
hold on,
mean?
we don't have
Hold
to
on.
immediately
minute.
start with that.
We could teach her how to murder.
Oh, you meant
We
that.
We can do okay. If Ryan is living a normal life and is like, you know what, I need some more murder in my life. Yes, then that's fine.
Prime
but like,
just got her chains broken off. Can we not start with trying to make her an assassin? I want her to at least have...
Well, we can discuss future later, of course. The same offer goes to you. If there's anywhere in the world you'd like to go, just let me know. Otherwise, you are free to stay here as long as you'd like. So, do I have to work, or is this nothing of the sort? It's, free to choose your own path in life. He sets his hand on her shoulder and then turns to Recipe and says, "So I take it was a success."
well, let's go ahead and look at that will.
Let's confirm that, yeah.
And Alvirni pulls out a scroll with a magical copy of the will and brings it over to the table, or to the bar, and lays it out. She says, I hope you don't mind. It seems some of the nobles were tipped off about the raid happening, so Ahmad was not taking poisoning well, so I had to resort to Plan B, if that's all.
I
Did you beat
gutted
him
him
in-
like a pig.
Did you beat him in the head with the toilet bowl?
No, I gutted him.
Honestly, way more practical.
Emmy starts to clap.
So,
So long
Ares. Ares joins in.
so long as his wretched presence is no longer on this plane, then I'm satisfied.
Actually, I have a secret guest for you guys. Paramount shows up.
Oh,
Hello.
punching bag!
You missed
He
me?
says, not to worry, I can tell when a soul leaves the body.
oh yeah, that's a thing.
I mean, we've all... Yeah.
As I assure you, his is gone. The taste of his blood confirmed it.
Just like, yep.
You taste soul through the blood.
Huh.
Any good follower of Assassin's does.
That's my mom's sister, right?
Not sister, but
Technically,
But
they have sister
the
jobs.
other goddess of death. Yeah.
That's my aunt.
The more active member of death.
It's like,
That's my aunt.
Yeah.
it's your aunt-in-law.
The
It's my
Grim
aunt.
Reaper.
On the will, is it multiple people or is it all going to one person?
Looking at it, it looks like the will be partially split between a couple of allies with him. However, a majority of it will be going to a Viscount Hieronymus Histier.
You had me
Hieronymus
going.
Bosch.
You had me in the first half.
Oh,
So
I
hard
thought
with
that's
that.
For those watching at home, our friend Zach in our work campaign plays a character named Hieronymus.
God, you
Oh,
scared
okay.
me.
He is he's a fucking Ninja Turtle.
Really?
Yes.
His name is Hieronymus Bosch, and he's the fifth Ninja Turtle. He's a turtle.
I freaking love that.
What
That's right.
what was the
I
last
struck.
name?
Histier, Histir.
Is Hieronymus Histier in Lind or in another place right now?
He is in Lindstrom. He is a Viscount.
Did we see this person at the party?
If you did, you didn't catch his name, but he could have been there.
Well,
you do recognize a couple of the other names of the other people that were some of the money distributed, some of his allies and co-compatriots. Let's see. Pull that up. Some of the money went to two of the royal court justices, Jindal and Ivona Zishal, who you did meet at the party. Ivona was the drunk one.
Is that the one hitting on everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one who used modify memory so she could get out of a conversation with a mod.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
Some money going to Hadrian, the royal advisor, and some money going to your old friend Margot.
Margot?
Yeah. She was at the party, and she was also the noblewoman in the doctor's office.
Oh,
back
yeah.
in session 2.
Oh
I
my
can't wait to
god!
slam her.
No!
Well, looking at this list, how many people do you think we can get in this casino? I think we would be able to easily get the 2 royal judges.
I've had a couple of dealings with them. I think that's doable.
And then the Viscount Hieronymus Hysteria would be really good to get.
If I recall, he's quite the scandalous Viscount. Big fan of women and drink. I think it should be more than possible for a expenses paid trip to come down to enjoy a few nights at the casino.
The only one I don't want to get hit on this one is Margot.
Fair enough. You see that the 3 of them received a sum of about 50,000 gold, thereabouts. Hieronymus, the Viscount, got the bulk sum of 450,000 gold.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And the deed to his estate is going to the Viscount as well.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
wouldn't it be funny if that Viscount loses the deed to the estate? We take it off his hands and we just live with this guy.
Honestly,
we reenact my favorite place, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, and we all have our own sex of the mansion, and we can all decorate it however we want.
Bertram could be the Esteban Julio Ricardo Montoya de.
I imagine Bertram's like, oh?
How much did Margot get, if you don't mind me asking?
50,000.
So, Jendal, I'm gonna fucking butcher this name. Ivana Sinchal? Ivana, okay.
That's her first name. Zishal is her last name. Zishal, Zasha. Or Z-I-S-H-A, sorry. My tongue didn't say the right letter.
I see.
And then Hadron is the royal advisor.
Hadrian. So about
Hadrian.
50K.
Adrian.
And yeah, he is the royal advisor to the Lee family.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like this is way doable. Are you ready to get even a bigger payout?
Never hurts to try to let them gamble their life away.
Yeah.
I guess we should aim to get them to come here at different times.
Probably would be less suspect.
I think that would be smart.
Yeah. Well, if you need any help on that front, Jairus, let us know.
You've run into what I would consider my specialty.
Hell yeah.
Which is
No.
grifting
Fucking-
rich people.
It's a fucking boss!
But yeah, mission accomplished.
Alright.
Stinkman Baron Tazernamon
The
is
stink.
dead.
Yeah.
And Rhyme is...
Rhyme is free.
Hello.
God damn it, Corey.
Smoking loud.
Everything all
Was
right?
he cook? Was he cooking something?
Yeah,
Probably
he's just
cooking.
cooking something. And yeah, Rhyme
yeah.
is free.
Yeah, and Rhyme is free. And
Yeah.
so is
Bertram.
Bertram and Jacques.
I was about to say, now that Jock just works for the Slayers Guild, technically, I wonder where he's going to get the tattoo.
He's not a
Oh.
member of the Slayers Guild. He's an employee.
No, that's fair.
It would be
Oh.
on his ass.
No, it would be a fucking
Get tramp stamp.
Yeah, it would be a fucking tramp stamp. No, you won't. Y'all would never be able to see my back. I thought about it for a solid second.
Oh, where to put your mark at?
Yeah, just saying like, hey, Jairus,
Consider.
consider.
What was the mark
I'll
again?
tell you, you wouldn't be the first. It is a sort of sigil pattern with an upside down triangle at its forefront and some other little markings around it. A simple
Okay.
design. It's a you can probably find one, something like that.
Cthulhu Mythos.
No, I actually learned about something that's been a source of interest for me recently. So
The Masons.
I told you.
Oh god, it's
Hurry, kid, I have to tell you something. It's very important. It's
But yeah. So mission accomplished.
good job, gang.
we'll get him next time.
All right.
Mission accomplished. We'll get him next time.
Definitely not how I thought it'd go from the beginning, but you know what?
I think it's better that it ended
Same.
up this way. If I'm being real.
It's still pretty satisfying.
Drac, how do you feel now? Because I know this was like a big goal for you.
This was a goal.
Amy is the
Oh!
one who tested it.
Oh, like Ahmad dying? I mean,
No.
yeah.
No, getting
Getting-
rhyme free.
Rhyme
Jeez,
free.
dude. Your bitch?
Yeah. No, that genuinely feels good. Sorry, I was just still riding the hype train of him dying.
Also, how does Ryan like the Euros? There's
Yeah.
literally a whole
How's he
combo
doing?
pack.
They're great, yeah. She's still processing a bunch of stuff, but
I
Yes,
can
it seems
imagine.
like a big weight has been taken off of her shoulders.
Emmy,
Um,
Emmy,
1,000-yard stare.
Emmy would take a moment to like sit down and be like, I was in servitude too. And she'll put her head on Rhyme's shoulder.
Oh.
And she'll say, "You're safe. Now and forever."
She just kind of sets her head on yours. Yeah.
And if not, Drac will eat him.
Huh?
This isn't the Slayer symbol, but I did find the symbol that is in the book for Aranor's ritual, so I'll send that in Matt D&D chat.
Let's take a look.
Dear Lord.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a little hard to see.
I have high contrast on, so
If you open it in browser, you can make it out better.
It's actually the opposite for me.
Oh, really?
If I open it in browser, it's just red dots.
It's got a gray background in browser for me.
This is what I see.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
What's the difference?
Hold on.
Here. I'll
Oh my God.
I'm doing the same.
What's happening?
Hold on.
Everyone's struggling to see the sigil.
There.
Apparently.
That's what it looks like.
There you go.
This is what
That
it
looks like an
on
adult
my end.
coloring book.
Oh my god. Toby, why?
Yeah, that is the sigil that you guys have been hunting.
That shit hurt when it got on my neck.
What?
Well, we have where the sigil ended up. It's on Drac's chest, right? Or is it on your back?
Drax Slayer symbol is on his chest.
Yeah, it's on my chest.
Yeah.
It's hard to see because it's like etched into it, almost like how gold has etchings in it, like on jewelry or like on coins. It's more like an imprint than an actual thing until it like fires up.
Yeah.
It's a magical sigil, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. I figured, but
Let's see. Yeah. So, now that has been taken care of, we will fast forward. Prior to in the next 3 odd weeks until your Cody. In the coming weeks, until you return to work, is there anything of particular note that you guys want to do?
I do, but if anyone else does, they can go for it.
I mean, other than really making sure that like Rhyme finds a place to, I don't know, just essentially just making sure that she has the best shot she can from this point on, and also heavily working out and eating.
Yeah,
Keeping those gains.
That's literally a given every day.
The grind don't stop.
I just feel like I have to remind everyone. Yeah.
We get it. You're jacked as fuck.
But I feel like I have to keep explaining it. No.
Here, this is the Slayer symbol.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like an incomplete hourglass.
Yeah.
Kelfor has 2 things he wants to do, but it doesn't have to be played out. You can just send me stuff over time, like when we're on our doing stuff.
Sure.
Kelfor would like to. The first thing he would do is like to investigate investigate the locations on the map where the ley lines are.
Mm-hmm.
Because it has the X's and everything. And just kind of get like a general understanding of where they're going. And just like being like, oh, it's over here. Look at a map. Look at some history stuff to see if like to be more prepared when we head that way.
Yeah.
And
cool.
Second thing, I guess there might be a third thing depending on what James, if James wants to do it. Second thing is I do want to ship out some money to a location. Okay. I'll message you that later. And two,
can absolutely be done through JRS.
I gotta see how my cousin's doing.
Okay.
Yes. Well, then go for it. Ivan's definitely not gonna say no, because he can also hear these conversations.
I love it.
I just genuinely like how I've had more communications with my cousin than my actual family for bits, and I like it.
Yeah, no.
Hey, cousin. Wanted to give an update. I don't know why I was doing symbols.
Remember, it's words, not syllables.
That's not syllables. Assassinated a guy. That was pretty cool. Also, getting money. Goddamn. So much money.
3 more.
How are you?
Cousin, great to hear from you again. I'll be blunt. I've almost died 5 times in the past week. I am seeing God every day.
1 more.
Help.
Fuck.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think he's having a good time.
But he's doing well.
It's only 5 times in a week.
I mean, you can, if you want to, you can send him another one just to, if you want him to elaborate.
Emmy would also want to brag to Lucian that she has 30,000 gold.
We'll get there.
Kelfor will send another message. What happened?
Give me the deets.
Fuck, what all has
Where
happened?
is that tea?
Saved my benefactor from crazy pirate lord.
Hate them. Hate to see it.
Everyone kept gunning at me. Made it back home. War has broken out.
Oh.
Crazy orc bitch. 1 hit.
You know, I'm really, it's really good to see that stuff doesn't change around here. You know? There's so much things that happen that you think you're constantly on the ride, but
and
you know, everything stays the same.
You actually get a sending back that says, but I'm alive and doing well. Might be religious soon at this fucking rate, though.
As I get the message back, remember what my mom always said. If you don't have religion, you don't have anything. Something didn't pay attention. I think What was the name of the god that she worships? It's the moon god, Luna.
Lunas.
Yeah. Lunas be with you.
Sure.
Oh, wait, that was 4.
It's fine.
Yeah. Lunas be with.
I don't know what
you had
angel
two.
blood I have, but man, they ain't talking. But that's okay. I have good friends. Hope you do too. XOXO.
Love you too.
There you go.
Cool.
So you
All right,
wanted to
now
send
let's get Lucian.
Yeah, you want to send a message to Lucian. Piper.
Yeah, I wanna send a message to Lucian. That's just like, it's a screenshot of a cross. No, it's like, hey,
It's a screenshot.
I wish you could send screenshots.
A picture's 1,000 words, so that beats 25.
Yeah, exactly. Emmy's just basically gonna be like, hey, this is Emmy. Don't know what you're up to. But I got 30K, which is still, it's one word. 30K. Suck my nards. How many have I got left?
7 left.
7.
Also, Mom loves me more than you.
Every sending's got to end with that.
It's quite obvious who's the favorite. Does Lucian work harder for the love? Oh, absolutely. But
He doesn't have that charisma.
he doesn't have Bob's eyes. Byra doesn't look at Byra like Lucian was born amongst like a beautiful father and mother, like in an Aztecian style area. Beautiful dresses, things like that, all laid on silken robe. And Emmy was just fucking shit out in dirt and
Lucian is like
dirt and
constantly
mosquitoes.
doing Byra's will and work. And she's like, wow, you're doing so great. And then she just looks over at Emmy and she's just doing this. In the meme chat.
It's in the way.
In the meme chat.
Honestly, the top picture could be Lucian and the bottom picture. No. No.
The fucking
Oh my
best.
god.
Oh my god. It's Emery.
For
I
those
didn't
at home,
see
it's the gerbil with the big eyes meme.
The little gerb.
Yeah, I right now of course we don't have Lucian that far headcanoned out, but it's very clear that Lucian, almost in like a Ganon-esque way, they were like, a boy! You know,
Ew!
yeah, they were like, he's perfect. He'll represent Byra in the utmost regard. Like, parents were like, he'll be great. Byra's gonna love this guy. Laid him on silken robes, offerings upon offerings each time they tried to catch Byra's favor. And then Emmy just flies out of her birth parents, face down. And he's like,
You are my
umbilical
most
cord.
favorite creation.
and he's like, yeah, and he's like, oh.
My magnum opus.
Yeah, and Byra's like, and she looks over at her sister and was like, you really cooked with this one. This one's great. Meanwhile, Byra's sister,
Lucian
like,
responds.
Byra's sister would probably be like, that one? The one that's wet? The one that's Stinky.
We gotta hear what Lucian
does
has to
definitely
say.
take dust baths like a chinchilla.
Yeah, absolutely. Moths do that.
Yeah, Lucian replies to your sending.
Always good to hear from my family. I don't have much in the
I just fully expected one to be like, hate you, hate you, hate you, hate you, hate you, fuck you.
It's just
Yeah, no. It's like I
all
am closing
25
in on
characters are A.
It's just I am closing in on your location, and then the rest is A's.
All it is your social security number.
He responds, I know where you are always. See you soon.
Big fucking deal. I have this, and she has the blood cube that shows where all of her close friends are. She's just got to get Lucian's blood in there somehow.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually still have some of it left when we tortured him.
You gotta stop doing that.
Yes, I think he has to be willing, so...
Listen, torture is never something
to shy away from.
Yeah, so does only Emmy hear that?
I would also hear it.
Yeah, Emmy's gonna listen intently, be like, yeah, it's probably nothing to worry about.
We'll just beat the shit out of him again.
Well,
like,
no,
I personally don't want to kill the kid because he's still a kid, but also he's gonna catch these hands.
Like, that's
if he tries to touch one of my favorite people.
Gonna bend that little twerp over my knee, you know?
Yeah.
On 5 across the ass.
Well, from what I remember, because I am familiar with blood tie bonds, I have to be the one to put it into him. He'll come back.
I know.
But he'll just respawn where where he's from.
You know, real fucking bold move of him to do it right near where you were born.
Yeah.
That's because his brain is smaller than mine. I have the more wrinkly brain. He might have
or he was just planning on spawn camping her.
What a fucking little bitch.
Maybe, but I don't think he really accounted for us.
He did not. He may have the superior athleticism. He may have the better marksmanship. He may have the ability to glide, which makes a lot more sense when we're based off insectoid creatures. He may have the better skin pigmentation. He may be the more...
He may have taken all the melanin in the divorce, but...
He may be the more aesthetically pleasing on the spectrum of moth creatures. But he doesn't have my friends.
I don't think he has friends.
He got a snake. The same way
I did feel bad for that snake.
The one
I feel like
that,
the snake just got roped in.
The one that jumped at me, I was like, ah!
Well,
yeah.
the same way that Hopper raised Emmy, the snake raised Lucian. He had a venomous snake. Hopper was a poisonous cane toad. So they both used their attributes to protect the baby, but also Byra and, but it's a lot easier for a serpent to hold and manipulate a baby than it is for a frog. So you could make the attempt to say that Byra gave Hopper a lot more in the ways of support for Emmy.
Wait, so does this mean, is this like an answer to the nature and nurture thing where, you're just born you're born an asshole?
Well, it can be inferred that where Emmy uses her familiar in the means of, love and attention, and, she does not... Hopper is not intended to fight because Hopper is...
a little guy.
He's her other half. Yeah, he's her other half. For all the days that no one could protect Emmy, he did. And now it is her turn for forever until he's gone, for her to take care of him where she couldn't. Whereas Lucian, this snake was like, the minute you can fight, we fight. We are put on this earth to defend what Byra stands for. I am your partner when you are able to fight and hold your weight. You owe me. That is essentially the relationship. But his snake, she does have a voice. Obviously, she doesn't have the talking thingy, but you can infer that they can like speak through their brains.
It's Naruto and Sasuke.
I'm really hoping it's the.
He summons toads.
It's a female.
Sasuke summons snakes.
When are we gonna have an emotional fight at a waterfall?
I'm just imagining the snake and the frog slowly come at
with
each
a
other.
statue of the biggest gay divorce you've ever seen.
Yeah, no. An interaction that me and Matt actually talked about when Lucian and Emmy first met was the interaction between Hopper and the snake. Because obviously you can't hear what they're saying to each other, but Hopper is absolutely not afraid because, you know, he's poisonous. He's covered in poison. So she would have to put herself at a disadvantage. But also, he's very like, I'm not here to fight you. And she's like, I am. And she's like...
She starts getting her tail wrapped around a fucking flintlock and starts aiming it.
Snake with a gun.
It is interesting. I just realized that the animals chosen go pretty well with the characters, because Hopper is poisonous and Ishtar is venomous, so she has to bite in order to inject venom, and he has to be bitten in order to hurt the person biting him.
Ouroboros.
So,
yeah. It would feel very much almost like old kung fu movie of like Ishtar being like, so you are the familiar to a champion of Byra. How disgusting. And Hopper's like, damn.
What a bitch.
Why are you
so mean?
Also, I do
I feel
like
Hopper and Ishtar would probably have a respect for each other. It's just the kids, their son and daughter respectively.
I feel that Ishtar views Hopper the same way that Lucian does. She views him as just the, you know, while Byra views them as equals or loves them for different ways, Ishtar probably is like, he's soft, he is weak, like the champion that he serves.
So anyway, did anyone else want to do anything in the time off?
I've got one. Instead of sending an actual sending spell, I'm gonna write an actual letter for once, cause...
Okay.
Ivanoth is going to write a letter for his mom.
Okay.
Okay.
Send it off.
Is that good? Like, good relationship?
No. But recently I've been thinking maybe I should start making amends. How she treated me is entirely her fault, but it's something I'm gonna have to talk to my dad about. Let's just put it like that.
Well, it's only fair. You know what's going on between me and my cousin. Spill the tea.
Well, I mean, there was no animosity when my dad left, but he left and never came back. And that destroyed any semblance of hope my mom had left. And every time she saw the scales on my back, it just hurt her more. Both from a bringing of hatred and racism around her, and the most important man in her life just leaving.
A lot of you guys have family trauma as well.
I don't get it!
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't get it!
I'm glad I don't have family trauma.
You know,
Technically, your family trauma is listening to your cousin.
You know what?
That's not family trauma. That's just bonding.
Drac and
Trauma
Emmy's family
bonding!
trauma is that they don't know their family.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't have any family trauma because I don't know it.
Yeah, Emmy has the realization. Do my parents? Do I look like them? Am I supposed? She's thinking about Lucian and how, butterfly people equal moth people eventually. So, I wonder if my mom and my dad look like me.
Probably.
Or am I?
One of them definitely will.
Or am I just the genetic? Like, when Lucian met me, was he like, huh?
I mean, this seems like something Emmy would learn. Would have learned in her schooling. Moth folk can have kind of two ways, because there's the genetic speciation, where they split off as their own species from butterfly folk. And there's that, and then there is also hybridization of a butterfly person having a child with a non-butterfly person. And often that hybridization process leads to different physical appearances, muted color tones, such and so, much like Emmy.
I hope my dad looks like Slenderman.
Whereas having two moth folk parents from the speciation line would often, depending on region, create very colorful children, like Lucian.
Oh, so it's like the Harry Popper. So that's why the
You're a mudblood.
Oh.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I take more after my mom, I guess. Have more of her features.
Yeah, but I don't have cute little toe beans and cute little ears and a wet nose.
My nose isn't wet.
And
Aries is like, you got these, and she pulls on your antenna.
It's like connected to nerves in my brain, and I'm like,
you pull it and you just shut Emmy off, just
like a fucking Saiyan with their tail.
Like a Saiyan.
You think Aries is ever like, I wonder what these do, and she just starts going like old TV antenna.
Controlling him like Plankton controls SpongeBob in that one episode.
That actually like connects like a brain pathway for Emmy, so instead of blinking like a frog, she's like, wait, I'm free, I'm good, and goes right back to it because she keeps on messing with it.
Oh yeah, she's tuning her to a better frequency. So she's like maybe if I, and she goes like that, and instantly Emmy's a wizard and is like flicks it again, and she turns into a barbarian. And she's like, no, I think we had the right channel. It's just the volume's not up high enough. It just
does a really cool one of these. Like, let me just go.
Yeah, Lucian. Yeah, exactly. So Emmy's antennas are smaller than what you would think. On a side profile, you see them like face first. Her hair is so shaggy that, and she wears a hat sometimes, so. She it's not immediately noticeable that she's even a moth. One could assume that she is some form of elf because of pointed ears and black eyes.
A bit like a changeling.
Yeah, white pupils. Whereas Lucian, when you see his face and there's no hat, you are immediately, that is an insect person. And then when you see the fluff on his hands, it's he's a moth. He is purebred. But
Yeah,
Emmy, you're like, Emmy, you're like, oh no.
What is that?
Oh.
Yeah. But what were you gonna send Ivanov? Your mom?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Can Ivanov
Do what?
Can I have an write in cursive?
Oh yeah, he has some of the best penmanship you've ever fucking seen.
Wow.
It's remarkable.
Emmy can draw, but Emmy's writing, Matt knows, is like
better than Drac.
Are you really trying to set a bar that low?
Emmy has been teaching.
Listen, if you have to brag about that, I feel sorry for you.
I'm not bragging. Oh, yeah, so I'll just end up writing. Dear Mother, I know it's been a very long time. However, I'm reaching out now, as I will be stopping by my hometown soon. And I know that an inevitable meeting, I'd rather have at least some form of communication before then. I've been all around the countryside, searching for Father. I know where he is. I unfortunately will not get to see him for a while. I know we've hit quite a wall in our relationship when he left. And quite frankly, I don't know if it was the inner rage of half of my genetics, or if it was just me being a moody teenager or what have you, but I'd rather at least set things somewhat straight. Even if we never see each other as the people we used to be, I'd rather at least leave my conscience in a place where I could be happy with it. I hope above all you are doing well for yourself, and hope you're staying connected to the people around you and not keeping yourself shut in like I know you used to. Just know I'll be there soon. And, before he signs it off, takes a solid 5 minutes on how he wants to decide to end that message.
P.S. Fuck you.
Warmly, Ivanov. And I will send that letter in a small bag of 400 gold.
Okay.
What's the postal system work? Drac, did you
I was about to say, that's not for the postal system.
Yeah, Emmy would have been like, did they just... And then she sees him, like, wizarded. Like,
I imagine they just send it. Just full send.
Wizards tend to have their own means of sending it, but there are carrier birds.
Yeah, that's what Emmy was thinking. She was like, that's kind of a lame way for a wizard to send a letter.
Well, typically we do just send a message. I don't know if I'm ready to hear her voice again or yet not.
Emmy didn't get letters in her mailbox. She sometimes got neighborhood teenagers or people passing through going to the... Yeah, there was a mailbox.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
But it's a temple that was thought to be not operated. A lot of people thought it was like a haunted temple. I'd get the strange intruder, rowdy teenager.
But definitely get a way to get that sent.
A lot of the mail is carried by Incan Terns, which these handsome little devils.
Uh-oh.
Oh god, I was in the meme chat.
Oh,
they remind me of Jacques.
Yeah, it's just Jacques.
You guys wanna know what Emmy's mortal fear is, speaking of birds?
Let's hear it.
I don't even know what they're called, but I thought these were extinct, and then I saw them, that they're real, that they're alive today. It's the freaking... It's a stork of some kind. It's like a bill,
Oh,
Shoe
the
bill?
giant shoe bill, yeah.
Here it is.
Yeah.
The big
Love a good shoe
raptor-looking
bill.
ones.
Yeah, I got it. It's right here.
Yeah, no, they're terrifying in their own respect, but they're beautiful.
Hopper used to say that if Emmy was bad, Byra would send one of those
God.
to eat her toes, and Emmy was like, "It worked. It worked until she was kidnapped." And she's like, "Oh, there are worse things."
Yeah. Anyone else have anything that they would like to do in these 3 or so weeks? All right. Maybe we'll skip on ahead. About a month has passed since your return trip from from Sierra. God.
Oh, those shoe bills?
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are reaching your final time. Yeah. Kelfor, you're on your daily Euro trip as walking
Tradition.
back. You just sit down on the waterfront, eating your lunch. People walking in the background. Normal crowd fare for lunchtime. And then you get a little pat on the shoulder, on your left shoulder, and you see on your right someone.
Your ears fall off.
Someone leans down and sits down next to you, and you see it's Captain Rallis.
Holy shit, dude.
So, hey there, Slayer.
How have you been?
Got a break, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, work's been pretty busy. You know how it is. We just had to get some lunch, but I'll meet up with my guys. How have you been?
Do you want the cliff notes or the detailed notes?
Whatever you're willing to share.
We fought an
Or
immortal
liberties.
person. And
Damn.
almost killed him.
Oh, that's good.
But he got away, so now we're trying to figure out how we can stop his whole ending the world business. You know how it is.
Well, good to see you've kept your hands full. Is it
Yeah.
all related to our old friend, the Azure?
It is. Luckily, though, we did stop it in time to where this whole ley lines didn't get activated.
Oh, that's good. That doesn't sound nice.
No. So actually, I would probably keep an eye out for it. If more explosions happen again, it's probably what they're doing.
Noted.
How is the family?
Oh, they're good, you know. Queen, she's taken a liking to wildlife and survival tactics. I've been taking her out. We went camping a few weeks ago.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
Yeah, it was nice. It was good to get out of the city for once.
Have you been sleeping?
Working on it. Work in progress. What about you? How have you been holding up? I mean, you know, killing gods and everything is all fine and dandy, but how are you?
Kelfor's going in his mind and should, like, if he's gonna reveal some stuff, he's like, you know, things are going good. You know, it could be honestly a lot worse. I could have a whole thing behind my back, but I think that might be getting figured out. And also, don't tell Ivanov I told you this, but he's been getting his self-esteem up a little bit more.
He's been getting his sexy on.
You should see him. You should see him.
You just see Ivanov strutting down the street. I'm bringing sexy back.
No, I'm too sexy for my shirt. Whenever he ripped it off.
No, it's a dual mix of those two.
Oh, that'd be a mashup. Nice.
Oh, by the way, did that pirate raid thing happen by this point?
Yeah, that's been a whole big catastrophe.
Yeah. I heard Baron Amon got gutted.
Yeah, it's been a real tragedy. Anyway.
So sad.
Oh no! Anyway.
My heart goes out to his family and loved ones.
Melanie.
Yeah, peace and love. But
That's a shame. She was rather nice.
Thankfully, that's been mostly out of my jurisdiction. But
yeah, you need a break. I feel like you shouldn't stretch yourself too thin with stuff you're already dealing with.
I was part of the cleanup effort for that. Not pretty, let me tell you.
Pirates,
Those
what
pirates,
can I say?
They love stringing people up.
Yeah. It's more of a fear tactic because once you take over a ship, if any person goes against you, you make an example of them. Once you
It
make
definitely sends
example,
a message.
It does. It makes it to where you don't want to fight them because the less time they fight, the more time they can get money, less time they spend on healing and stuff. It's a whole thing. I don't know that much about it.
I respect the hustle, but it was not fun cutting down a bunch of rich folk. Formerly rich folk, I suppose.
Oh no, Rich.
Yeah, it's a real tragedy what happened to him. So
Love
My
for
heart-
driving
my
that
heart-
point home.
Does something, I guess. Anyways.
yeah, you've really gotten yourself together. That's good. Seems like you're on your way. Got some nice new duds. I like the look.
Thank you.
Making bigger paydays.
Making bigger paydays, and we're supposed to be getting a present here from Jairus soon for all that we did. So I'm honestly looking forward to that. By the way, you want this other euro?
Well, it's supposed to be going to get lunch with the guys, you know, I really should.
Hold on.
No, it's good. I feel like there's been a lot of development on our team recently. We've kind of thrown together. I know it's crazy. We're a thrown together group, but I feel like everyone's going pretty good together. People are developing, getting stuff.
That's good. Glad you're getting paid and getting a little self-discovery. That's always a nice thing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I can't really speak to it, but I've been a dog of the military my whole life, so.
I mean, it's more in the sense of how I view it is the one that's number one is you. Giving your life away to a country, hypothetically, let's say a pirate ship or something, is going to eventually destroy you. They're going to discard you like trash when you're not useful anymore. So that's why you focus on yourself and your loved ones. Because at least together, you can pick up the pieces if something bad happens.
You know, that is oddly sage wisdom.
You know, I'm not smart, but sometimes I'm very wise.
You know what they say? Cats say smart shit or whatever.
You know what they say. Clock.
Smart feller, fart smeller, something.
Something about a clock being right twice a day, even though it's right all the time. Something like that.
I mean, hey, you're a well-travelled bloke. Gotta learn a thing or two, traveling the world.
Oh, yeah. Ugh. Speaking of which, went to Sierra. A very nice place. Honestly, the autumn was really nice over there. lot of cauliflower. Is that what we got?
Yeah.
There was like a broccoli farmer and a cauliflower farmer.
They hated each other.
Like I genuinely think
I may have missed that actually. Now that I think about it, I
Maybe
just
so,
remember
yeah.
there was a whole thing of like cauliflower. Just I remember hearing about it at least.
You get to
Yeah,
learn
but,
so much.
Been wanting to take the family out to Syria. I mean, it's beautiful. Well, all times a year, but nice little getaway. It's just hard to get time off. Hopefully
Maybe-
we'll be able to go out.
Maybe my kid and your kid could play sometime. Help them both with their social anxiety.
Oh, by the way, does your kid have social anxiety? My kid does. That fucking sucks. I'm kidding.
She also smells like piss. Did you notice that? Does your kid
She's a
smell-
bit of an odd one, but she likes making friends, as it is.
Wait, is he calling his kid odd or Emmy
Yeah.
odd?
Yes.
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 No, I'm glad that those two got along because I'll let you know right now, Emmy has a hard time reading some social situations. But whenever she's leading the social situation, it's usually pretty good.
Yeah.
But if you I don't know, put her in front of someone trying to assassinate somebody for some reason, really likes to hop on that train.
Hey,
She's a master of her
Professional.
own. She's a master of her own universe in that regard. However,
Good
her
in a
universe
business
is
environment.
fucking stupid.
Yeah, Queen has asked a few times if Emmy's coming back, so she'd love to set up a little play date. That'd be nice.
Honestly, it'd be really good to get the have another dinner time. We can meet up at the casino or your family place and
Yeah,
bring some stuff. Just have another meetup because last time it was great.
that'd be nice.
I'll bring Uno. We'll have a great time.
And just and literally, that's where the friendship gets destroyed. I swear to fucking God, if you +4 me, do not plus. Fuck you!
Pulls out the gun.
Fucking
Here's your Uno reverse card.
Yeah, but in the meantime, it's nice seeing folks like you out doing the greater good for everyone.
Yeah.
You know, gotta follow all the laws and all,
Sure.
keep the city safe and whatnot, but you know, not enacting meaningful change. It's nice knowing that there are folks that you can rely on out there doing that. Well, on that note, I better get going. He stands back up. See you around. Till then, you've got it from here.
Alright.
He'll turn around as he's walking away. He just gives you the old thumbs up.
That's cart drops. Are you going for a hit check? No. It was a. Never mind.
No, sorry. But yeah, then you head back to the casino, and
Holy shit, guys! I saw Rallis again.
Oh yeah.
How's he doing?
Yeah,
What's going on?
really
with him?
good. You know, after the whole pirate incident, he's actually not doing that bad.
Okay.
I'm trying to schedule a little date for us to meet up at. And, Emmy, your friend misses you.
She's having a. She looks at Hopper and she's like, Do you have a friend?
the captain's daughter.
I have to show her I learned how to braid hair. Don't ask how I learned.
As you look at fucking Ares over there, just like,
Ares comes out of her room like, does anyone know how my hair?
Why is it so awkward?
She's like, which one of you cheeky motherfuckers? And Emmy's running away.
Wondered why it smelled like bog.
But I was thinking of us going over there just to, have another dinner and just catch up with them, just to see how they're doing.
Okay. Yeah.
But this time, we're not making his wife cook everything. Everyone cooks their own dish.
Bring it a
Ooh, a
potluck.
potluck.
Oh, she looks at Hopper. Oh, oh, what will I make? Emmy's like, oh no, what will I make? What can I do that's not weird?
I'm gonna do some home dishes. Surprisingly, it's not a gyro. But
Have a new crawfish.
I'll see what I can do. I'm not really the best in the culinary.
I'm just imagining you just have a shit ton of scrambled eggs.
Honestly, I was literally.
I
thinking
have made hard-boiled eggs. I am led to believe that you can take the yolk out of them, mix it with mayonnaise, and it is delicious. However, I have no mayonnaise.
I should
I
wish
just
to
brought
use
eggs.
your mayonnaise.
Well,
May
I
I
track
choose?
the magic jug.
Just handfuls.
Is the magic jug anything you want can be in the jug? Is that
No,
what that
It
is?
is a list of certain
Yeah.
liquids, and one of them is mayonnaise.
Yeah, alchemy jug. It's fantastic.
Yeah, the alchemy jug. That's what it's called.
That
Is
a
that the- is
very
that the
big
worst-
thing for Mr. Verness? That
Is
he
that the
would
worst
strongly
liquid?
desire.
Let's see.
Is that the worst liquid that's in the jug?
A what liquid?
Is that the worst one? Because
Well,
I would
you can
argue.
No.
you can pick. Like, it's not a random thing. You can pick.
No,
what
you
comes
can
out
get
of it.
salt
It
water.
is,
Salt water's in
acid, poison, beer, honey, mayonnaise, oil, vinegar, freshwater, salt water, or wine.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say I think it's real wild that piss. That's not an option.
To be clear, it has the amount that you get. The mayonnaise is 2 gallons.
That shit's gone in an instant.
That is one of my favorite moments from the first the Vox Machina Critical Role campaign. Is like, because Grog gets the alchemy jug, and he gets mayonnaise on his first roll, and they're like, they needed it for something, and they're like, Grog, do you have any of that mayonnaise left? And he's like, no, I ate all that.
I ate it.
So good.
No, Tasha's Cauldron, one of the new books that came out, it essentially expanded on the alchemy jug for a bit.
How many
And
cups?
it
are
has
you
a blue jug and an orange jug, and I think it's the orange jug that comes with soy sauce. Literally, it comes with soy sauce.
So that would make times 12. That would make 768 deviled eggs.
No.
Because it takes half a cup of mayonnaise to do one traditional, 12 eggs. At least I think
Adam, opening Google, where in Lind is the alchemy jug?
Find it.
Also, what other recipes use mayonnaise?
Okay, here it is. Yes, it is the orange one, and you can get 1 gallon of soy sauce.
God, that's so much.
Once again, if I were a DM, I would have which will never happen. I'm just gonna say. And if it did, it would be a one-shot, and the whole thing would just be, make me laugh. Whoever makes me laugh gets to win. But if I was in charge of the jug, and I'm setting people up, piss is gonna be an option.
I don't want the jug full of piss.
Yeah.
Is it an option?
I don't believe it
I'm
is.
sure.
Boiling hot tea
Oh boy.
So that could be fun combat.
Why is Earl Grey? Why is honey an option but milk isn't? Is it because there's so many types of milk?
Yeah, I don't know.
Also, milk goes bad quick. I don't know.
Let me check the original.
It's a magic item.
It's a magic item. So anyway,
Yeah, I was
as
about
you guys
to
are
say.
discussing a potluck, you hear you're sitting in the bar and 3, and
I didn't mean to hit 3, but
you hear, well, you'll have some time to think about recipes, and see Jairus, and he goes, and you all head over to his office, and hope y'all are ready to work.
I think it's about that time.
I've been ready.
Good.
Let's do this.
Got a longer trip lined up for you. May take some time.
Where to?
Well, 3, technically 4 destinations. You'll be heading up north, meeting up with the Blackgate Company up in Lyra. They'll be meeting, well, possibly Lyra. You'll be staying in contact with them, but they've cornered a mage, and the mage has been on the run. They've been pursuing it through the countryside. You'll meet up with them and intercept them. At the current rate, it'll either be Lyra, or if they move fast enough, possibly a Voss. And he hands you guys a sending stone. That's connected with Melifaro from the Blackgate Company. You all can be in regular contact while you arrange a meeting point. Afterwards, you'll be heading to 3 different places. In no particular order, there's the northernmost town in the Kingdom of Lind, Ciala. Then there is, and in Ciala, we currently have no Slayers Guild contacts that you'll be meeting with, so you'll be on your own. This will be a survey mission. One of the points on the sigil is notably close to Ciala, so we think a mage may be in the area, though we're not entirely sure where.
How do you spell the city name, by the way?
C-A-I, C-I-A-L-A.
Got it in 1. Definitely did. Definitely did not put S.
So it's your second stop. Again, can do in any order. Your second stop will be meeting up with Kaman Kiran. I believe you've already met him. In Arteria.
Where at in Arteria specifically?
You'll be meeting with him in the city proper, but the sigil point is somewhere out in the mountains. At least, that's where it is on the map.
Gotcha.
Could realistically be anywhere on the island.
Well, I can be the front runner as the guide for that one, so.
Alright.
Nevia speaks up. She says, I'm actually from Ciala, so I can be a
Wow,
guide.
flexing on all of us, Nevia. Wow.
Sorry.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I'm
We're
kidding. It's
we're
fine.
cold Northmen.
Yeah.
We're both
It'll be
from
fun.
frigid hell.
He's right, yeah. It's really hellish up there.
It's so fucking cold.
Thrive in the cold.
I pray for death every time I go back.
Oh yeah.
You
I
widow
think I'm
whiskers?
gonna like it. I don't know.
Do your widow whiskers get cold?
No.
Your widow
His
whiskers.
nose dries up.
Your widow whiskers get a little chilly out in the tundra. Whenever you have to hold on to your whiskers.
And your final stop.
It's just
Looks like there's only 6 of us.
he's just punching Emmy.
Your final stop will be the capital of Shinmu, I say. There, you will be meeting up with Mora. She's in the same company as your old contacts Ezra and Rowan.
What was her name? Mora?
Mora. Mora.
I fucking put an I!
Yeah, you thought it was Moray, didn't you?
Yeah.
Moira. Yes. And we believe there is another mage in that area, though we have another concern of one of our Slayer's members has gotten himself in hot water, hoping you can get him out. His name is Ansem.
His name is
That's
what?
Ansem.
And
How do you spell that?
kind of like
Ansem.
You motherfucker. Okay.
That's where Emmy's from, right? Shinwoo?
She's from the border of Shinwu and Lend. Around there.
Yeah.
Just
But on the
Ansem,
Lend side.
Ansem a
Formerly the
scientist,
Shin
perhaps.
side. Who knows? He's gotten himself into some trouble. Hoping we can sort that out. Now then. You have your missions. Now, he shuffles through and pulls out an envelope and hands it to Calfor. Says, if you could take that down to the docks in the lower city. In the undercity.
Kelfor,
Smells kind
please.
of like sage and cinnamon.
Ooh. The envelope smells so nice.
I try.
I'll take it down there and see what we get. I think it's a ship, guys. Don't spoil it.
I have a feeling it's a ship again. Yeah.
Dragon. Shh. Don't tell anyone. What? Dragon, shut the fuck up.
Why are we whispering?
Oh, we were just talking about the ship.
Now then. You will be heading out. Effective immediately.
Let's do it.
Don't need to tell you the weight of what we're doing here. You all know.
We are the harbingers of change.
Sure.
That's the spirit kid.
Whatever gets you going, I guess.
I thought we
Yeah.
were Crimson Mayhem, but okay.
That's exactly what. Oh yeah.
You'll just keep doing what you're doing. And hopefully things will keep working out.
Hey Adam,
Yeah.
you have quickly bumped down to my least favorite person in this chat because you sent those 2 bird pictures, and when I opened them,
I'm sorry.
my brightness was all the way up, and I thought I was seeing God. Oh my God, they make me so mad. I love Earth and all dumb little creatures.
It's pictures of shoe bills for anyone watching.
Well,
Why didn't we get
the fact that they're the
dodos?
size of like I don't know.
They might be coming back.
Shoebills are several feet tall. They're
They're
tall.
like
They're
like 6
actual
feet tall.
fucking dinosaurs, dude.
They're over waist high on people. It's
They're
They're
really they're like 5 or 6 feet tall.
they're my height.
big.
The smallest one I've
hold
seen
up.
is my height.
Let me take a look because
Who's the tallest of us, Matt or James?
It's me.
James,
Matt?
yeah.
Yeah, James.
shoebill size.
Jack and I are the same height. Oh no, 3.5, 5 feet.
5 to 5 feet tall.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
5'4".
wingspan of 7.7 feet.
That's what I was thinking of, was the wingspan.
No, I'd win.
I mean, you
Shut
would.
up.
And the reason that the first one is his bill is down, like it's pointed like this, is because it's old. They live forever.
They're like what are those things called? Green sharks or whatever?
Oh, Greenland sharks, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
I
also
like those. I like those more than I like
Yeah, I
these
love
things.
Greenland. They're my favorite sharks. Yeah,
Yeah,
36
Greenland.
years in the wild.
um
I'm gonna
There's a
turn
fun
30.
little fish fact for everyone there. The oldest Greenland shark on record would have been born at the same time Shakespeare was alive.
wow.
Honestly, I thought you were gonna pull a meme. It's like would have been born during 2001, September 11th.
No, they live like 400 years. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
They're in deep water and everything. So like they're predators. It's like there's
Yeah,
none.
they're way down in
They're
the
so
trenches.
They
They're my
look
favorite shark.
so old and wrinkly, and I love it.
So,
Well, there's the
All right.
information. Get to it.
you got it, boss.
Let's go.
All right, ladies and gents, let's head on our way.
All right, come on.
Count 4, lead the way.
Ah! Sorry, I was checking something. Of course. Are we gonna have time to do the potluck tonight?
No, we can't.
Alright.
What's wrong?
I'm watching the TikTok she sent.
Isn't that wild?
That's weird. I don't
It
like that.
came out of its eyes.
I can't watch that until after the stream ends. So.
You gotta watch it all the way through. Oh, it's
You completely stun locked all of them, and I'm just sitting here having to watch it.
Yeah, that was an excessive amount of fluid.
because
Anyway,
at first you're like, oh, he's gonna have to cut an abscess out of water. No, that's not what you do in birds.
just squeeze.
I have watched this man on TV. This is the only reason that I would pay for cable TV if I could not pirate this man's show. Good old Dr. Paul. That dude's like 80, 82 years old. And his wife will be like, hey, I made stroganoff. And he's like on the phone and he's like, oh, that's great, babe. I'm in elbow deep in a cow right now. Could I call you back? And she's like, absolutely, my love. And then he hangs up the phone. He gives the phone to the cow. Just keeps going.
So yeah, you guys head down to the Undercity. Back down to the docks where the empty locata was being stored, Kelfor's ship.
Jack, are you okay?
You stun locked him so hard.
It's like when
It's
I
a-
sent Matt. It's like when I sent Matt 11 tapeworm videos, and he was like,
Yeah,
he was like, stop! No!
I actually kind of feel pukey after that.
yeah, so is that chicken.
That's feel a bit.
Chickens can't throw.
Cool.
So anyway, Let's move on from that for a minute, please.
Yeah, you guys go back down to the secret dock, the little cove in the Undercity, and you see the gate guard who you guys had met earlier. Kelfor learned some dirty secret about him, and I don't remember what it was.
I think that he has like IBS or something.
Yeah, I think it was something like that.
Yeah.
Every time he uses the bathroom, he cannot. He always gets like a brown finger. He can't wipe right.
He spits on his toilet paper before he wipes.
Well, now you don't have to fix everything.
Ugh.
You didn't have to do that.
You didn't have to send that video.
Piper like that.
So I actually got formally diagnosed with IBS, and I laughed in that doctor's face. I went, "Well, no, duh, Devin."
Well, no shit, Devin. Well, actually, all the shit.
There's a lot of shit, actually.
No more shit.
I had the audacity to ask if I knew. Do you know you meet all the mile markers for IBS? Really?
So what do we say?
So you go up to the gate guard. He says, you have permission to be here?"
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. Oh, it smells lovely.
Right?
Opens it up. That's what they were working on. Right. Yeah.
I think we're getting a laser tag ship.
He opens up the gate. He says, "It's down over on the end."
All right.
And you all head over, and you you see that you all remember
That goblin
with
shark?
the you all remember the goblin shark.
I meant to send a GIF, but now you should be good.
If that's what our ship looks like, I feel bad for everyone who has to go against our ship.
He's just pogging.
Whenever I get that commission going, just send her the goblin shark. I want him to have that face.
Send her the basking shark pog.
By the way, I forgot to tell you guys, she's not going to respond to you over the weekend. She
That's
doesn't.
fair.
She doesn't do that. And
That's fine.
I think after like 7, she's like, "Deuces," and she just
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
don't be discouraged.
Even if you're an artist who goes off commissions and everything, you should have days off.
Well,
Yeah. I just didn't want you guys to get discouraged.
nah, that's fine.
That's already
So
there.
discouraged.
You discouraged me after
Yes,
seeing that video for the chicken, by the way.
That
Um,
was
How do you think the chicken felt?
Nothing.
Birds have a regurgitation, not a vomit. And that the crop is a place in their esophagus.
But yeah, you all see as you reach the end of the dock, Kelfor, you see the old familiar nameplate of the empty Logheda. Looking at it, you can see the frame is still similar, but by all accounts, a shiny, freshly painted new
My
ship.
fucking god.
it's got the Union Jack on it too.
Get it
That's
off
the
there.
Australian flag.
We should
The
all
top
paint
right-hand
our
corner.
pants.
That's still the Australian flag, Adam.
I know.
We should
That's
all
the
paint
Union
our
Jack
hands
stuff.
and put a little print on it. We should, or we could bleed on our hands. That's another option.
Actually, we shouldn't do that because if we ever get invaded by a pirate ship, they'll look at the fingerprints and find out how many crewmates we have. So we want to.
It's like the fucking.
It's like the
stick figure.
families.
It's like the stick figure. Whoa.
We live alone.
We live alone.
We could make it look like we have more on the ship than we do, and just put multiple on there.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, hey, just like covered in handprints.
I just dip myself in paint. Just do a body run.
Hopper's like, my turn, and Jimmy just slaps. He does the falling down thing. For...
So people look at that. That's a weird hand.
He falls into the seawater, and you just hear sizzling.
Guys, by the way, guys, he can't go in there. Had to learn that the hard way.
Yeah, you guys are welcome to go aboard.
All right.
After you, Captain.
I'm definitely just looking all over the ship, checking everything.
Yeah.
I used to be a bosun. I messed around with ships.
Yeah. You can see spick and span. You got
Gotta make
as you
sure
go
all
down,
the ropes are there.
yeah, plenty of cargo space. You see there's a decently sized little brig underneath. As you see there's a small captain's quarters area, and then a couple of small rooms that each have a bunk in them, as well as a couple little hammocks around this small little dining area with a table with a few chairs pulled up around it, and yeah, a little bit of alcohol sealed up in a cellar with a door over it, so any rogue waves don't knock over your entire alcohol stash. But yeah, you look around, you see it's fully rigged already, ready to go. Yeah, by all accounts, she's seaworthy and ready to set sail.
All right.
Well, with the new ship, do you guys think we should call it something else? Because this isn't my ship anymore. And also, to be honest, I look at Nevia.
It wasn't really our ship to begin with.
It wasn't.
I mean, what did you call the last one? What did we have a name for that one?
It's called the Empty Loghedda.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, is there a name for this one that's like listed?
It's the Empty Loghedda, but I'm assuming since this is about to be ready to sail, I'll look at the ship guy right there and be like, we can rename it right now.
We can rename it, yeah, we got some things. It's cool. Nail in some new letter.
We could call it the Crimson Mayhem, or we could use an acronym of our name, like the first letter of our name. So IDK.
Yes!
Make a word.
IDKNA.
I don't know. Not available.
Wait. IDKENA.
All right, so
Make a word.
Yes.
I don't know, euphemism not available.
Echidna.
Echidna.
Okay, what's the letters?
IDKENA.
This is a better idea than what I had in mind.
Emmy also came up with Crimson Mayhem.
I don't know, something like the High Wind.
We can name it Kenda, but with
No!
the
No! I refuse.
Wait, are we gonna put Hopper's name in there? I feel like
Yeah.
Hopper's.
Oh, Hopper
H
should
can
be.
also be Yeah.
Okay, so
You could actually unspell Echidna.
IDKANHE.
No! The Echidna!
IDKEHNA.
Oh fuck!
Echidna.
I looked.
Echidna.
With a K instead of a C.
Yeah.
We'll say
Edonke.
We'll say Drax made the sign.
Edonke.
I'm trying to find
Like a generator.
Hanky.
No.
God,
Hey, donkey.
Echidna fits perfectly.
We should name it the
So
Echidna.
goofy. But with a K instead of a C.
Hi, Danky.
Da Vinci?
If only we had a V. Hi, Dunka.
Wait, isn't Midas also a part?
Are we including all
You
of our
could throw
names?
in M, T, and R if you wanted to.
God, this is hard.
Or you can think on it over the
Over
season
the
break.
years.
Yeah.
Whatever it is gonna have to be something that. It could also just be a random jumble of letters, and I feel that would make sense.
We could do what a bunch of other D&D parties do, and just on 3, everybody say a word, and because we're all thinking of a ship name, you're more likely to associate it with, like, someone will say starboard, or someone will say port.
I was gonna say frivolous.
Hold up, I may have found it.
Uh-oh.
If we leave out Midas, unfortunately, we could do one where
I don't think Midas would mind.
Ondi.
He's the
Candy!
Ondi.
I don't know. I still think Echidna is really good.
You fucked up, Tails.
Knuckles.
I just love that Emmy came up with Crimson Mayhem, and Kimmy also came up with Echidna, but with a K.
Yeah.
Wait.
You all ready to set sea. Set to sea, set sail, that's the word. Although Kaiden. Hide Con. Who's Con?
Who's Con?
If we get a few more party members, we can do Hideo Kojima.
It's like we get this one offer, like, yes, I would be a great asset to your party. He's like the perfect adventurer. Sorry, we can't accept you. Your name doesn't start with a so-and-so.
With an O, yeah.
With a J.
We're really looking for an O and a J.
This is really
If
feeling
you have
like
any friends, though.
This is really feeling like the dickless writers right now.
It is.
Ooh.
What happened with that?
You can't have a dick.
Oh, is that it?
That is the rule, except Kendall.
Except Kindle, he could stay.
Well, I
He
mean,
can hang.
you can make it modular. I mean,
But yeah, for your trip, you guys will have to cross by land at first. But Jairus has already made arrangements to have the ship brought to whichever port you guys will be setting sail from, either Evos or Lyra. But yeah, the journey will take you north across from Lindstrom up to the coast, and then you will set sail from there. But yeah, until then, I don't have like a cool thing to end this season on, but that's it. That's all I got.
I got one.
Absolutely.
Oh no.
It's been gamers.
We did it, gamers.
Yeah.
Season 3.
Yay!
We'll see you guys.
We'll be doing
see
a
you
wrap
guys
up.
next week for the wrap up. Hopefully next week.
Yeah.
Should be next week, and then we'll be taking 2 weeks off while James prepares his campaign, and then we'll be jumping into that. I don't know if you want to give a little pitch now, James, or if you would rather do it during the wrap up.
Final Fantasy.
It's a Final Fantasy campaign, and we're all very excited to play it. Me and Jack have been waiting years to play these characters that we're going to be playing. So
is Adam.
We're pumped to get there.
Yeah. It's
and Adam. Yeah, and Adam.
And Piper has hooked everybody up with an artist friend, so we're getting
True. We'll be getting professionally commissioned art, and not just me forgetting to finish the commission.
Yeah. Yeah.
We paid you so much money.
Yeah. Where's our fucking return?
It's halfway done.
But no,
I have nothing to kill for.
So hopefully during that time when we have that art, we can, do what we had before, where we have like the little art things in the corner.
Yeah.
Have fun with it.
That was fun.
Get a cool new thumbnail going.
Yeah.
And yeah, it'll be fun. I'm very excited to be going at this. I'm very excited to be a player again. In 2 campaigns. I'm only going to be running 1 campaign instead of 3. It's going to be weird.
Yeah. All right,
Matt.
We'll
We'll see you guys next week or whenever we do the wrap up stream, and then we'll see you in 3 weeks for the start of a brand new campaign before we come back for season 4. Later.
Yeah. Later,
Bye, gamers. Ah!